Ladies and gentlemen, could we have your attention, please? We want to take just a moment before we get tonight's game started. We want to welcome our friends and visitors from Rosman High School. Hope you had a safe trip over and hope you have a safe trip back home. We want to recognize some people that are valuable members of our Swain High athletic family and their families at this time. I know all of you know Sharon Burrell and her husband Toby. They're big parts of our athletic program here at Swain High and have been for many years. Well, I don't know if you realize this or not, but Sharon Burrell's mother is in a very poor condition right now at a Hickory Hospital in the ICU unit. They're waiting for an ICU opening at Duke Hospital to hopefully transfer there, but she is in very, very poor health right now. And as you know, Toby and Sharon, we hope you'll remember them in your prayers tonight. Also, another member of our Swain High family here, and that's Vicki Bailey. Vicki Bailey worked for the Swain County Schools for many years and was such a very important person in our entire athletic and educational system. Her husband, Charles Bailey, is in serious condition, also in ICU at this time. And as a matter of fact, today is Charles Bailey's birthday. And we just want to remember them in our prayers. Again, Sharon Burrell's mother and Charles Bailey, we wish them the very, very best. And last but certainly not least, a guy that has been up and down the sidelines for hundreds of Swain High football games and basketball games and other sports as well, softball, baseball, you name it. And that's photographer extraordinaire, taking nothing away from Joanne. But Teddy Green passed away a couple of days ago, and Teddy was with us for so many years, and he was such a big part of our family. I know at Swain County Memorial Stadium, you'd see him on the sideline. You couldn't miss him. He'd have that bright orange coat on, and he was always there taking pictures before, during, and after games. And we miss him and are going to miss him for many, many years to come. And we just want to take a moment right now and remember our great dear friend, Teddy Green, if you'll join me in a moment of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And while, if you will, remain standing and remove your caps and join us as we remember those who have passed and those who are still fighting for the freedom of this great nation in the playing of our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll join me as we enjoy this very special presentation. Maisie Heltman fell in love with the game of basketball at an early age. From playing community rec ball at the old Pepsi plant in Bryson City to playing in national AAU championship tournaments in Myrtle Beach and Indianapolis. From the beginning, Maisie had goals to be the best she could be. After breaking the scoring record for points as a freshman, she set her eyes on scoring 1,000 points by her junior year. Now, with just a few games left as a junior and hopefully a complete senior season, her goal is to become one of the all-time leading scorers in Swain County history and getting a win against Cherokee before it's over. She wants to thank all her teammates that have helped her achieve her goals. She knows she doesn't score points if they don't pass her the ball. Maisie would like to thank a few people who have helped her along the way. Team Carolina AAU coaches, Joey Harrell and John Williams. Swain varsity coaches, Mike Turner and Kenneth Haney. Local dads and travel coaches, Michelle Hicks, Ron Spates, Jeff Marr, and Neil Blankenship for believing in her and always pushing her to succeed. And especially her mom and dad. For every pair of shoes I had to have, every ride to practices and tournaments, countless nights in hotels, must-have tournament t-shirts, and the multiple stops at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts along the way. Last summer, Maisie was invited to play for Adidas and Team USA 17 and under in Australia, but because of COVID-19, the tournament was canceled. This summer, she has the opportunity to play in Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in honoring Maisie Heltman.
Women's game tonight. First, from the visitors from Rosman, number 3, Kendall Harrison. Number 10, Reagan Chapman. Number 12, Maggie Galloway. Number 23, Alyssa Cheek. And number 30, Emma Moretz. And now, Swain fans, let's make some noise for your Lady Devils! Starting at one guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Ela. Number 2, Kaylin Johnson. Starting at another guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Alarka. Number 3, Kirsten Smith. Starting at one forward, a 5'10" junior from Franklin Grove. Number 5, Maisie Heltman. Starting at another forward, a 5'5" sophomore from Holly Hills. Number 12, Maddie Spates. And the man in the middle, a 5'10" junior from Alarka. Number 14, Savannah Smith.
Fans, we're ready to go here as our Lady Devils are getting ready to take on the Rosman Tigers here. You heard the opening starting lineups from the main man, Jeff Marr, with the microphone here. And Jeff, I tell you, it was good to know that you also had a part in Maisie Heltman and her development as a really great player.
Yeah, that was cool. Many, many years ago, coaching little girls basketball. Imagine that. We're just so proud of Maisie and the job she's done and the athlete that she's turned into. Just a phenomenal accomplishment. I think she's like the 16th person in school history to reach 1,000 points. That's awesome.
I'll tell you what, and that's something not many people do.
No, that takes a lot of balls in the basket.
Talking about ball in the basket, Alyssa Chick is going to be starting off as Rosman gets the first opening bucket. Our Lady Devils come back and turn it over. So Rosman now with a quick advantage here in the first few seconds.
I'll tell you, it's just glad to be back here tonight. It seems like forever since we've been here.
It really has. A lot of road games since we've been home. And we hope our Lady Devils and our boys come out with wins here tonight. No JV game tonight as that basket goes in. There's Maggie Galloway from Rosman High School. They're coming in averaging 51 points a game, giving up 52 points a game. Our Lady Devils scoring a little more, 56 points a game, giving up 54. And there she is.
There's Maisie.
Maisie Heltman is getting it done here tonight, and hey, hopefully that motivated her.
Absolutely. You know, you talk about these Rosman Tigers. I was looking, they actually whipped Cherokee's girls the other night and played Robbinsville very, very close. So they're coming on and getting hot at the right time.
They really are. They're coming in 3-4 in conference play. Our Lady Devils right now at 2-5, but you're right. It's getting hot when you need to, and as we know in the playoff situation we're dealing with, only 2 teams from the conference get to go to the playoffs.
Only 2.
And there's a backcourt violation as we throw the ball away. So right now, Murphy and Robbinsville lead the girls Smoky Mountain Conference. Cherokee right behind, followed by Rosman, Hayesville, and our Lady Devils. And Andrews bringing up at 0-7. By the way, talking about Andrews, we're scheduled to be playing at Andrews tomorrow, JV game at 5. We hope they get to play tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I was looking at the forecast, and I actually talked to my trusted weather source from Cullowhee. local yokel up there.
He's pretty good.
He's good, man. He said, I wouldn't advise going tomorrow, so we'll let you know what happens.
No kidding. It's a good chance of snow tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, so going through Nantahala Gorge might not be the best idea, and I know COVID is always a problem any game. There's a shot missed as we tried to put it up over there by Savannah Smith. Rosman back down the floor. Fast break. Can't make it work. Up and in. Trying to put it up this time. Rosman still can't make it go. Now they go. That's
number 3.
That's not giving up. That's hanging in there and putting in the work.
Yes, it is. Kendall Harrison with a big offensive putback.
So Kendall Harrison, a sophomore. Not too many seniors on this team. Only 2 seniors for Rosman. Outside jumper. This one's not going to fall over there for Savannah.
You know, you talked about those games tomorrow. The problem we're getting into now with football and everything else starting, hey, it's hard to find where to put these games if you don't get to play one.
Oh, no kidding.
And teams have to play them, especially these teams trying to get in the playoffs.
Absolutely. That one no good. Our Lady Devils firing, but there's good work.
Savannah.
There's Savannah Smith with that extra second effort. And you're right, Jeff. Once you postpone or have to cancel games, the chances of making them up are really hard.
They're really hard.
And I know every high school conference in the South and especially in North Carolina, but also in the college game, they're having the same issue. They may not get to play a full conference schedule either.
And the problem is right now we're fighting as we're down so many officials. I mean, you can't just say, hey, we're going to play tomorrow. You've got to check and see if you're going to have officials.
That's it. Got to get 3 of them. Can you play with 2? I didn't know if you could or not.
You could on a bad circumstance, but most people really don't want to have to do that, especially in a varsity game.
There's Maisie Heltman again putting it up and in, and our Lady Devils fighting back here, making it 9-6. There's a basket that went in, but it's not going to count. Got a foul down low.
23, Bree Ross, her first, team second.
So Bree, good to see her back. I know the last home game we had some people out that couldn't play.
Yeah, we did. Several COVID-related, quarantine-related, or this or that. I think there's about 4 people.
Yeah, right. We had several that couldn't play last home game, but we're getting back into some home games. I know we've got a big one next Tuesday as well.
Yes. And you look down there on the end of our bench since we were here last, Amaya Hicks went down with that concussion when she fell here last time. So I think her season's pretty much over. Oh. That's a tough loss for our Lady Devils.
That is really tough. I remember she took a hard shot that night. Here comes Rosman again on the fast break. They're getting it done as they're coming up with turnovers, turning them into points, and they're out to a quick 11-6 lead. But, boy, I hate to hear that about her. But I remember when she hit the floor down there, it was tough. Yeah,
we were both scared, and we kind of jumped up, and she laid there a few seconds and popped back up and finished the game. But then the next day I talked to her mother, and, she had the bad headaches and just has not done well since then.
Oh, and I tell you, as you know, being a college football player, concussions have become a serious issue in sports.
Oh, they're serious. I mean, once the pro guys started talking about all the stuff they were dealing with and the lawsuits, and then that movie came out, everybody's just hyper-vigilant about it, but understandably so. I mean, you're talking about a bruised brain. I mean, nobody really wants to fool with that.
That's it.
It's not a good thing.
It really is tough. I know Junior Seau always comes to mind in his situation.
Yes.
And I think that's another key that, there's another bad pass. We threw it to Rosman, and they're making us pay the price on these turnovers.
Yeah, and the thing about it so far, they've converted at least 3 that I know of straight into points. So it's one thing to turn it over, but when they're scoring off of it, you're in trouble.
That's it. And they hit another 3. There's another 3 on that turnover. Yes. So you're right, Jeff, a 14-6 ball game, and I'd say probably 8 of those points are from turnovers.
Yes, and they're just using a 2-2-1 press, trying to get us down the sideline and trap us, but there's a good job of ball movement, and you get a basket.
Maisie to Savannah. That's a pretty good combination.
That's a good combination. They both scored all of our points. Each one has 4, so they're working hard tonight.
Good job by those 2. Here's another jumper by Elisa Cheek. Only a freshman over there for Rosman.
Yeah, she's got 6. She's quick, and the problem with her right now is she's able to penetrate and get in that maroon paint. Easy jump shot.
That dribble drive. Now the Lady Devils kind of slow it down a little bit with 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. A lot of good noise here tonight.
Yeah, good environment to play in tonight. Senior night for some of these guys and cheerleaders, so they're looking for big games tonight. Hey!
Oh, how about that? Big 3. Over there, is that Aaliyah Trainer?
That's Kaylin Johnson.
Okay, I got the wrong number on my list.
Kaylin Johnson. She's the one that we saw the last time we were here. She was the transfer.
That's right. She took Aaliyah's old number, Kaylin Johnson.
Yes.
Who came up from Mississippi, I believe.
She did.
Yeah, she's a good player.
She's a good player. She can really handle the basketball. I got to meet her before the game down there asking her where she lived. And bless her heart, she hadn't been here long enough to know. She had to call.
Savannah Smith with the bucket. And, hey, there's a lot of little coves and hollers around here where people live.
Yeah, she tickled me. She said, Coach, I don't know. It's about 5 minutes from here. I said, well, that really narrows it down.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 16-13. Rosman up by 3, but our Lady Devils fighting back. Stay with us. We've got plenty of basketball coming up. All right. Fans, welcome back. Talking about our roster. Alea Trainer is number 10 instead of number 2. Number 2 is going to be Kaylin Johnson.
Yeah.
And Jeff, I'm glad you're keeping me straight here. I've been calling her Alea all night.
We'll keep each other straight.
That's
How's
it.
that?
This girl right here, we know her name. Cheek is. She's had a good first quarter.
I don't think she's missed a shot yet.
She is getting it done for Rosman. And as you mentioned, Rosman has really come on to play. And some other games tonight, we've got Nantahala at Robbinsville, Murphy at Hayesville, big game there. Andrews at Cherokee. And coming up tomorrow, Robbinsville is at Hayesville. And again, maybe Swain at Andrews.
Yes.
And that's a big maybe.
Yeah, you'll just have to keep checking all your social media outlets and all that kind of thing, and I'm sure there'll be announcements made pretty early.
There's another turnover, and now a traveling call, so they turn it right back.
Yes, they do.
But, Jeff, you're right. With the COVID situation, I know some of our friends at Andrews, we were talking about Charles Bailey and Vicky and their family, of course, with connections at Andrews.
Yeah.
A lot of COVID there, and plus just the weather going through Nantahala Gorge.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what that gorge gets like.
Yes.
Especially around Topton.
Yep. Going up Topton Mountain can be slick. And coming down, too.
Oh, no. That's Kirsten Smith. That's going to be her second foul.
That's a tough foul. We're still in the first quarter. 2:27 to play here. Our Lady Devils trying to fight back. Right now, turnovers hurting us some as Rosman has turned turnovers into points.
Yeah, high scoring first quarter. We still have 2.5 minutes, and it's 18-13.
Yeah,
so
a lot of points.
Got to get some stops. There's Cheek. Good Lord.
Boy, she hadn't missed. You're right. Elisa Cheek, and only a freshman point guard, but she is lighting it up.
I'll tell you what. From middle school last year, I remember that girl. She is unbelievable.
So now you remember.
Yes, sir. I'm almost positive she scored about 36 against us one game last year, because I remember thinking, my Lord, this girl, when she gets to varsity, and there she is. That's her.
There she is. Yeah, she hadn't missed a beat, has she?
That is her. Wow.
Only a freshman. Again, kind of a young team, 2 seniors, but Rosman trying to get it done here tonight. There's Maisie Heltman back over top of the key to Savannah. Rosman playing that. Looks like a 2-3 zone.
2-3 zone, putting a lot of pressure up top with Cheek.
Well, there's Maisie in the lane, fires it up. Shot won't fall. I don't know if they got a piece of that or not.
Yeah, I think they did.
But Rosman, of course, their athletes are always gritty, always tough and scrappy, no matter what the sport.
Yeah, they're always blue collar with what they do and everything.
That's right. They come to play. Going inside, shot is going to be short, going to go out of bounds off the hands of Rosman. We'll get it back here, down 21-13. And you know, as a coach, if kids will come and play hard and work hard, you can make a lot of good things happen.
Hey, as a coach, that's all I ever wanted.
Yep.
It's like my dad always used to say. He'd say, everybody's equal in one thing, and that's effort.
That's right.
You either put forth effort or you don't, and you know the type of effort you're always going to get from Rosman, no matter what sport you're playing.
That's it. Effort goes a long way. Outside, there's Savannah Smith.
Nice
Shot
look.
good by Savannah. And sometimes good effort will beat good talent who doesn't have put in the effort.
I'll take good effort over talent that won't work any day.
You said it. There again, there goes Kendall Harrison, only a sophomore. So again, this young Rosman team is doing a good job in the first quarter. Under 40 seconds to play now.
Oh, nice move by Johnson. Woo!
Good move. Drove right in the lane and put it up. Nice shot.
She's got some skills, Gary.
She does. She's going to be a good player. Well, she already is a good player.
And she's a sophomore. She's a youngster. I thought she was a junior forever. Now she's a sophomore.
So some good talent coming up.
Uh-huh.
And then looking at our boys as the clock is running down. Our boys having senior night tonight. Only 2 seniors on the boys team.
Yes, sir. Coach McMahon's got a lot of good pieces coming back. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul. That was Elisa Cheek running right into Kaylin Johnson. Those are 2 good players.
Absolutely. And if you remember from our last game up here, that's what impressed us first with Johnson was that when she took that charge down here that time.
She's not afraid, is she?
She's not afraid. Got some guts.
Yep. And again, she is a good ball handler. Outside, long 3 by Maisie, not going to fall. Rosman gets it back. Can they get it down and put up a shot? They put it up from half court. It won't go. But Rosman up 23-17 after 1 quarter. And boy, Jeff, you hit the nail on the head. That's a lot of points in 1 quarter for 2 teams, averaging each team just over 50 points for a game.
It was a lot of points, and it was really, I mean, a lot of it came off turnovers, but both teams were able to effectively score when they needed to.
Yes.
There's really not been a whole lot of missed shots tonight.
No, good shooting, and the only difference right now is our turnovers. When we first came out of the gate, we turned it over some, and they made us pay.
Absolutely. You look so far, I mean, Savannah has 8 for us, and then you've got Cheek with 11 for Rosman, so far they're the ones pacing both teams.
That's a lot of points in 8 minutes of play. You do that all night, you got 44. That's a pretty good game.
I take that all every night.
Oh, boy. But, yeah, and talking about good news this week, it was really interesting to know one of our ladies on the girls basketball team, we're talking about Natalie Stuckey, signed with the University of Louisville to continue her athletic career as a rower.
As a rower, man, that is awesome. I mean, that's one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
It is.
And you look at Natalie, and she's top of the line when it comes to character, when it comes to work ethic. I mean, any dad would be happy for his son to date Natalie and have her. She is unreal.
She is comes from a good family.
Yes, she does, and she's strong, and that's what they look for, I guess, in a rower.
She's very athletic. Yes, she's got the perfect rowing physical ability.
Yeah.
And her grandpa might have taught her a little bit of that.
Nah, Coach Deese never rowed a day in his life.
Oh, there's a good shot over there again by Maisie Heltman. You're right. But I guarantee she might, let me put it this way, she might have got some of her work ethic from Coach Deese.
Oh, I'll guarantee it. And if he hadn't, he would make you believe that he had.
You better believe it. Oh, I tell you, I love him to death.
Oh, yeah.
There's a jump shot from the right side. Emma Moretz, another freshman, now in the ball game for Rosman. But I tell you what, if you're going to be a rower, you're going to put in some work.
You're going to put in some work, and your shoulders and arms are going to go through it.
They're going to get a workout. There's Savannah Smith.
Savannah.
I tell you, Savannah and Maisie and Caitlin Johnson, they're getting it done. Now Rosman throws it away. They tried to go down low, but too high with a pass.
Too high with a pass. Yeah, I always like it when Savannah's really active inside. The more active she is, the better off we are.
And she can play all over the floor.
Hey, she can play. Her only Achilles heel is she's so dang aggressive, she gets in foul trouble sometimes. So hopefully she'll stay out of that mess tonight.
Yep. She can play inside, outside. Rosman knocks the ball out of bounds at the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. Now we're back within 4, 25-21. I know it's only been a couple of weeks ago we played Rosman at their place. There's Savannah. Her shot won't go, and they get the rebound. Of course, our boys are going to be coming up. Driving inside again.
Lord of mercy.
I think she's still about 100%. Alyssa Cheek. This freshman point guard is for real.
She's going to be a thorn in a lot of people's side the next 3 years.
You said it.
Woo.
Yeah, her name's going to be called out a lot. Again, Rosman. There's a steal on the right sideline coming up. Maggie Galloway dumps it down low. They go back inside.
Nice
There's Galloway.
movement.
There's Galloway with the basket.
Yep.
She got the payoff, or she got the steal.
That was good unselfish ball movement, too.
And, boy, that goes a long way.
Yes, it does. When you move the basketball, good things usually happen.
Here's the ball knocked away. We get it back. Good hustle over there by Kirsten Smith. Here's Kaylin on the left side. Oh, threw it right in the hands over there of Reagan Chapman.
She's left-handed, too. Oh, nice job by Kirsten.
Good job. Hustling down on defense.
Going to stay Rosman, I believe.
Yep, there's a jump ball. So now 5:45 to play here. Again, a tight one, 29-21. Rosman up by 8, but the effort's going good both ways.
Oh, gosh, these girls are getting after it tonight.
They are.
It's a fast-paced game, and so far it's been played really well for the most part.
That's it.
I mean, you're going to have some mistakes when you play this game. You're going to turn the ball over some. That's just part of it.
Yes.
But you try to limit them.
That's it. Keep your turnovers to a minimum. And here she goes again. She finally missed one. We're talking about Cheek over there, who is already in double figures. I think that's her first miss tonight.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Kaylin took a little step. And I tell you, the officials at every level, I've noticed this year, Jeff, they're really watching two things. They're watching traveling and they're watching offensive charging.
Yep, I agree wholeheartedly.
That whistle is being blown a lot.
Except for the NBA.
Except for the NBA, yeah.
LeBron can take 8 steps.
They don't know what traveling is.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Well, Rosman almost with another turnover. We get it down the floor, across the timeline, up in the air. Shot won't fall. Good-looking shot by Maddie, but it wouldn't go.
Should stay Swain.
Yep. Our turn with the basketball on the possession arrow. Now we bring it in. There's Savannah Smith, and she's going to be fouled on the play. Foul on Kendall Harrison, another sophomore.
Let's see, that'll be Kendall's first. I think they only have 3 team fouls. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. And, of course, we didn't have any JV games, so that's one of the reasons why a lot of these kids on the Rosman team, freshmen and sophomores, dominate this girls' roster.
Yeah, they've had a really good I'm sure this will come as a shock. Middle school team the last couple of years. These girls, they've been hard to deal with.
Thanks to Elisa Cheek over there.
Yeah.
And again, looking at their lineup, second free throw, no good.
Hey, nice rebound.
Trying to make it work, wouldn't go up and in for Maddie. The Rosman, only 2 seniors, only 1 junior. The rest are freshmen, sophomores. There's Cheek again. This one wouldn't call. And Kaylin Johnson back down the floor. Fast break, got a 3-on-2. Kaylin goes all the way, and she's fouled. Uh-oh. Are they going to call offense?
I think they're going to call offense.
They did.
And I'm going to be real honest with you, as bad as I hate to be, I think Rosman got fouled down here, and it was a no call, and that was a little bit of a makeup.
Yep. that wasn't much of a charge.
No. Her feet were not even close to being set.
Nope. So now, again, 29-22. Rosman has led all the way so far here tonight. They jack up a 3 from the left side. It's going to be good. This time it's Kendall Harrison. So our Lady Devils trying to hang in there with a 10-point lead now. Back on the left side. Driving down the right side now is got a foul over there.
Number 10, Chapman.
That's going to be on Reagan Chapman. And it looks like Maisie's going to bring it inbounds. Not a shooting foul.
No, just 4.
Fast moving first half, though. Back over on the wing. There's Maisie open. This shot won't fall.
There's Savannah.
Savannah with a putback. Wouldn't go. Savannah trying to get the rebound. And they're going to say she touched it last. Rosman ball. That was close.
That was close. Those little short putbacks like that you got to have. Dadjimmit.
Yep. Those offensive rebounds are big. From the right wing this time, Rosman jacks it up again. Reagan Chapman with a big 3 at the 4-minute mark. Let's see. They're going to call a foul. Okay, mass timeout.
Okay.
And it is a 4-minute dead ball. So, hey, we'll take a break. Stay with us. We're halfway gone on the second quarter. We'll be back. Back live on a Friday night as our Maroon Devils are hosting Rosman here at Swain County High School. Coming up down the road, as we mentioned, we are scheduled to play tomorrow at Andrews. Some variables there that might not work our way with the weather and with COVID. And if we don't play at Andrews tomorrow, our next game is going to be coming up with Murphy on February 9. And Jeff, that's a huge game.
That's a huge game. I think we talked earlier, boys-wise, there's about 4 teams tied, I think.
4 teams tied for second behind Hayesville. There's Kaylin Johnson. Her shot won't go. Down the floor, Rosman. Here comes Cheek running the fast break. And, man, she can get down the floor. Maisie with a block, though. And they're going to call a jump ball.
I was just talking to my good buddy over here from Rosman who coaches over there, and if you know anything about the new realignment, it actually has Rosman moving out of the SMC.
You're right.
And he said with the latest proposal, it looks like it's going to stick. So this may be our last go-around with Rosman in our conference. And that's sad.
It really is.
Because they want to stay here.
they want to stay because they're going to be in that 1A, 2A mixed league.
Yes.
And that's tough.
It is tough.
And Rosman has been in the Smoky Mountain Conference a long time. Well, there's a traveling on the floor. Now, I know your dad can remember Rosman used to be part of another conference many years ago.
Yes, they did. Well, the Apple something or other maybe?
Yeah,
I can't remember what it's called.
Hey, Eric Stevenson is my man. I'll tell you what.
Yes, sir.
But driving down the floor, Kaylin Johnson again can't make it go. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Devils ball, but I know they were in there with Cherokee and Edneyville. I know North Carolina School for the Deaf. I think might have been in there.
NCSD, that's right.
Well, that goes back a day or two.
There's Savannah.
Savannah Smith with the basket.
And that was when Coach Gentry was the head coach at Edneyville. Of course, Dad was the head coach at Cherokee.
At Cherokee.
I'm sure Coach Fox maybe was at Rosman. Man, 3 pretty good coaches.
that was some good coaching, and there was some good football. And
yes, there was.
I'll never forget watching the North Carolina School for the Deaf, and all those linemen. Hey, obviously they couldn't hear. They didn't use snap counts. They'd just have to watch the ball. When that ball was snapped, they'd hit. But boy, they had some athletes.
They had some athletes, and there was a year or two they had a really good team. They were hard to deal with.
Yep. But I remember those days. Now it's going to be Rosman's ball back in. They have an 11-point lead, 35-24. Well, I'll tell you, talking about realignment, there's no bunch madder at the High School Athletic Association than Tuscola High School.
Tuscola High School.
Those people are still mad.
Yes, they are.
Now, of course, they're going to get realigned here. Next go around, it looks like everybody will be pretty happy with it. There's a 3. This one's going to be no good over there by Harrison. And the rebound by Savannah Smith. But they're going to be back at the conference again with Pisgah, and that rivalry over there is just so big.
Hey, Maddie Spates.
Big 3 for Maddie Spates. Tuscola Pisgah is like Swain Murphy.
Yes, it is.
It's huge. Got a whistle. And now Rosman's going to go to the bench. They're going to bring Rachel Carnathan, one of their 2 seniors, coming in on this very young team. Again, the best players for this Rosman basketball team, freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, youngsters.
Going to be a team to reckon with down the line. But you're right, Jeff. We may not be playing them a whole lot longer. Going inside, Savannah Smith again. Turnaround shot won't work. And the rebound by Galloway. Rosman likes to bring it up the floor in a hurry. There's Cheek again. She nails it. This girl can shoot.
She can shoot, and that was an unselfish look by Chapman. She had a look herself, but she saw the shooter was wide open.
Yep, right there at the top of the key. 38-27 now. Rosman just great shooting. Here's Maisie. Her 3 won't go off the glass. There's an offensive putback, though.
Sarah Cutshaw.
Good work down low by Sarah. That's lucky number 13.
She's a freshman.
Good player. Outside jumper. Cheek, one of her few misses on the night. She's got to be getting pretty close to 20 points.
I can tell you you're pretty quick. 8, 10, 16.
16 points. Got a forearm push-off.
23. Bree Ross?
It's going to be on Bree.
That's her second. Should be team 6.
Team number 6 getting close to that 1-1, Jeff. We have 1:45 to play before we go there as Rosman will bring the ball in bounds. Kaylin Johnson getting ready to check back in. And coming up at halftime, going to be recognizing some senior cheerleaders actually on senior night here. Outside for 3.
Sakes.
I'll tell you, they're shooting the lights out. Kendall Harrison, they've got to be shooting, I'd say, well over 60%.
That's their 6th 3 of the first half.
Wow. That's a lot of threes.
That's a lot of threes.
At any level.
And I bet they've not missed 4.
You're right. I agree. They have really shot well. And it's hard to beat a team when they're that hot. Oh, putting it up, almost going in for Maddie. Rosman again, cheek down the right side, slows it down.
Got a minute to go.
1 minute to play. Now they're going to spread it out. But when a team shoots over 60%, it's hard to beat them.
Oh, my gosh.
That's incredible shooting. And I know they're shooting at least 3-second violation on Rosman.
3 seconds.
We used to call it camping in the lane. I don't know what they
Camping in
call
the
it
lane. That's right.
And that's something else they don't call much of in the NBA either.
No.
Yeah, or college level for that matter.
No.
You don't see that call hardly once a year. Outside Maddie. Her shot won't go. Kaylin tries to save it.
Oh,
gets
good hustle.
Good hustle. Maddie goes back up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Rosman comes up with this one. Here's Emma Moretz. Back down the floor.
Ooh.
2-3 zone still being used by the Lady Devils here.
There's Chapman.
Jacking up a
Lord
three.
of mercy.
Man. Reagan Chapman, a sophomore with 3. Again, the freshman and sophomore players are doing it for Rosman.
Woo.
44 points in the first half. But again, and this may be conservative. They've got to be shooting at least 60%.
Oh, they've not missed hardly at all. There's Maddie. Nope.
Her shot won't go. 5 seconds to play. Tried to save it. Kaylin did. Going to be inbounds. Our Lady Devils need to stop here because Rosman only has 3.5 seconds to get it in and fire it up.
Yeah, don't give them an open look. Lord of mercy.
You said it.
24 points have come off threes.
That's just unbelievable.
Man. Yeah, I would definitely guard 23 and not make it easy to get it to her. If they're going to go over the top to her. Nope.
There's a little push off. They're going to call Maddie.
No, and that's going to be a 1-and-1.
Yep, 1-and-1 before halftime.
No.
And this is the girl you don't want to send to the stripe because she doesn't miss many from anywhere on the floor.
That's going to be Maddie's first. Dad, Jim.
17 fouls here before halftime. Rosman with 4, looks like. And again, Cheek at the free throw line.
16 and a half, looking for 17 and 18.
A true freshman.
Holy cow.
She missed the front end of the 1-and-1.
Shoot it, Savannah.
Savannah from half court won't go. And so we go to the halftime locker room, and Rosman has really been on fire as they lead 44-29 here at halftime, Jeff. And again, it's not bad defense, it's just outstanding shooting by Rosman.
Lord of mercy.
They are lighting it up. Friends, stay tuned. We're going to have a halftime ceremony here for some of the senior cheerleaders. We've got the second half coming up, so stay with us right here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we have your attention, please? Again, it's a special night here at Swain County High School as we're going to be honoring some of our seniors. We're going to be honoring our senior cheerleaders at halftime of the girls' game, and we're going to be honoring our senior boys players before the boys' game between the girls and boys varsity contests here tonight. And now, let's honor our senior cheerleaders here at Swain County High School. First of all, Ashlyn Bridges. Ashlyn is escorted by her mom, Alana, her dad, Josh Bridges, and her brother, Chase Bridges. Ashlyn lives in the Bryson City community. She has participated in varsity basketball, cheerleading for 1 year, varsity football cheerleading for 1 year, concert and marching band for 6 years, and track for 2 years. Her fondest athletic memory is dancing before our first home game in the Fine Arts Center. Ashlyn plans on attending Southwestern Community College, then transferring to the University of North Carolina at Wilmington to study forensic psychology. Ashlyn would like to take this opportunity to thank her family for pushing her outside of her comfort zone and supporting her in every step, as well as her team for being so welcoming and kind and making her first cheerleading season so memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashlyn Bridges. And next we honor Kayla Evans. Kayla is escorted by her mom, Barbie Evans, her dad, Dave Maggard, and her brother, Matthew Evans. Kayla lives in the Needmore community. She is a student council senior representative. She has been a varsity football and basketball cheerleader for 4 years. Her fondest athletic memory is when we left Morgan at the bathroom and she threw her phone at the bus to get our attention as we were driving away. Kayla hopes to attend Elon University, where she would study to become an OBGYN. She would like to take this opportunity to thank her parents and brother and her coaches for never giving up on her. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Kayla Evans. And next we honor senior Kirsten Haney. Kirsten is escorted by her dad, Kenny Haney, sister Cassidy Haney, uncle Scott Haney, and cousin Reese Haney. Kirsten lives in the Bryson City community. She is a member of the prom committee and Project Discovery. Kirsten has become a varsity basketball cheerleader for 2 years and a varsity football cheerleader for 1 year. Kirsten's fondest athletic memory is singing way too loud to I Hope by Gabby Barrett on the cheer bus to Rosman last year. Kirsten has been awarded the Teal Academic Merit Scholarship from Coastal Carolina University, where she will study business and marketing. Kirsten would like to take this opportunity to thank her family for allowing her to become the best version of herself, as well as her cheer coaches, teachers, and amazing group of cheerleaders who always support her. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirsten Haney. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give all these senior cheerleaders and all our great cheerleaders another great round of applause. Congratulations, ladies. All right. Another one down. Fans, welcome back. Getting ready for the second half. By the way, in case you missed our halftime show, if you got up to get a snack or go to the bathroom or feed the dog or whatever you needed to do, we honored our senior cheerleaders tonight. Ashlyn Bridges, Kayla Evans, and Kirsten Haney, Jeff. And I tell you, those girls do a good job.
Yes, they do. They create a great environment in here for these girls and guys to play in, and we're very appreciative of the hard work that they put in.
We certainly are. As our Lady Devils come out, Kaylin Johnson fires up a big three, won't go, and it's going to be Rosman's ball the other way on a pushing foul over there on
Kirsten. That's the second one of those she's got tonight, and that's her third foul.
Uh-oh. And it's early. A lot of time left, just underway in the third quarter. And Rosman's lead kind of grew there. They led by, Lady Devils now with a steal. Down the floor, layup all the way. That's a good way to play it. Maddie Spates, great defense turning into offense.
Yes, it was. Maybe that'll give us a spark.
Here comes Rosman. Cheek's shot is going to be blocked. She puts it back up. No good again. And, boy, there's a battle for it inside. Nobody wanted to give up. Jump ball.
Going to stay with Rosman.
They've got the arrow going their way.
So we've already cranked this pace up just much like the first half.
Well, these girls came out ready to play, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Both ways. 44-31, Rosman from the baseline. There's that three-point shot again for Alyssa Cheek.
That'll be her 19th point, and that's their team 9th three-pointer. Getting 9.
That's amazing. I mean, at any level, 9 threes this early in the game. Lady Devils,
we answered.
There's another three. Number 3 hit a three. There's Kirsten Smith. And that three-point shot is a game changer.
Yes, it is.
Here comes Cheek again, dribbling in traffic. Now goes baseline to the left corner. This three is going to be no good over there by Galloway. But they're going to reset here with a rebound. And there's an offense. Oh, block. That could have been a charge, but they're going to call it a block.
Is that poor Kirsten? That's 4. She's going to have to sit down, I'm sure.
You're right. She's going to have to take a rest here with her 4th foul now as Bree Ross is going to come back in. I know she is frustrated. When people get fouls and have to come out, I know players really get frustrated with that.
Yeah, and especially, now we're just barely in the third quarter. She's going to have to sit over there for at least a quarter and a half probably.
That's it. Long time. Another three outside by Rosman. This one sticks between the goal and the backboard.
This is going to be interesting. Let's see what's going to happen here. How are we going to get this down?
Who can jump up there and do that? They're going to
Nope, Savannah, you're not going to get it.
They're going to have to bring out another ball to knock it down.
You're not going to get it. Watch this. Savannah.
Savannah. Hey, she got the net and pulled it down.
She used her brain. Yes.
That's it. You don't have to hit the ball, do you? Grab that net, jiggle it, came down.
She deserved 2 points for that.
That's it. That's right. Oh, man. That was fun to watch. Oh, boy. But I tell you, these girls are fun to watch. They're playing hard.
Yeah, they are. They're getting after it.
Lady Devils back out to the top of the key now to Kaylin Johnson, our new addition and a very good addition to this girls basketball team. Johnson for 3.
Atta girl.
Oh, nothing but nylon on that one.
Yes, sir. Her second 3 of the night. 8 big points from Kaylin.
47-37. Rosman driving baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded by Sarah Cutshaw. Or check that. My bad. Maddie Spates with a rebound.
Yes.
12 instead of 13. Here comes Kaylin again, driving right down the lane. In traffic.
Oh, they got her.
Yeah, drove right down in the traffic. And sometimes when you're driving in 3 players like that, sometimes you're going to get stuck with that charge.
You're going to get stuck. And like I said one other game, that's a lost art, just the old jump stop.
It is.
Don't get up in the air where you can't control anything. Just jump stop real quick, and then you've got options.
That's it. You can pass or you can put it up. Rosman left side to Cheek again. Oh, got another lane violation. 3 seconds. Second time tonight.
Woo!
They're watching that.
Yes, they are, like hawks.
And I think.
Oh, no. Oh, the referee was about to call it. Kaylin blatantly stepped over the line, throwing it in.
Oh, boy, yeah, they'll get you for that, too.
Oh. The referee just shook her head. She let her by with it.
But this is the first time all year that we've seen that 3-second lane violation. Got a foul down low. And it's going to be on, looks like Rosman's Kendall Harrison.
30, Emma Moretz.
Oh, check that. Going to be Moretz. Yep. Number 30, 3-0. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Steal on the inbounds.
Chapman to Cheek.
Rosman has numbers.
She walked.
Oh, she did.
He got her.
One too many steps. Yep, and Cheek knew it. I tell you, she's a heads-up player.
Yes, she is.
She knew exactly what she did. So now 47-37, still a double-digit Rosman lead. But we're seeing a lot of players we're going to be seeing in the future.
What a look by Kaylin Johnson.
And a great shot by Savannah Smith. And now a timeout.
Yes, sir.
Rosman said, hey, it's down to single digits. We gotta stop this Swain momentum.
Yeah, cut a 13-point lead down to, what is that, 8?
Yes.
Down to 8.
So it's a matter of fact, at halftime, Rosman was up by 15, 44-29. But our Lady Devils, as we saw just a moment ago, Jeff, they came out of the locker room with some intent.
Yes, they did. And right now, really fueling this thing is number 2, Kaylin Johnson, man. She's been on fire, shooting the basketball and then moving the ball around, finding the open people.
Had a good assist there a moment ago to Savannah Smith.
That's Jim right, man. She's a player.
And I'll say it again, between these two teams, there are some really young players who are going to be really fun to watch the next couple of years.
A lot of bright stars. You know, the Smoky Mountain Conference has always been renowned for having really good girls basketball teams going all the way back to the mid-'80s with Hayesville winning all those titles and Murphy.
Boy. Yes.
It's always a good brand of ball here.
Yes, it is. Now I think, why do we have one more year of Rosman in the conference before the realignment?
Yes.
I think, yeah, one more year and then they realign. Hopefully by then COVID will be gone.
Yes.
Driving down the baseline, Rosman puts it up and in. Maggie Galloway, one of the Galloway girls on this team. They have a senior, Maggie, and a freshman, Nikki Galloway.
You know, they're bound to have about 275 Galloways over there. It's every year.
That's a common name in Transylvania County.
A Galloway or a Whitmire.
That's it. At Rosman and at Brevard.
Yes.
I mean, they really are. You're exactly right. Matter of fact, one of their coaches, Joshua Galloway, is an assistant for head coach Ashton Williams. But they've always had those names.
Oh, nice look.
Oh, good shot in there by Maisie, but it just wouldn't drop. Here comes Rosman. Cheek gets up the floor in a hurry. Baseline 3, it's good by Maggie Galloway again. And Cheek with a big assist. Here comes Kaylin Johnson in traffic, pulls up for the jumper, won't go.
There's Savannah fighting for the board.
And she took that away from Rosman. But Rosman gets it back on the second miss. Well, Rosman gets up the floor in a hurry.
Yes, they do, man. They're a fast break.
This 3 won't go. Savannah might have touched it last. Yep. It's going to be Rosman's ball in bounds.
It's going to stay there.
And it's a mask timeout on that dead ball. Fans, stay with us. Rosman and Swain battling here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Ready to go. Almost here in the third quarter. 3:39 to play. Rosman still with that 52-39 lead. Again, it was a 6-point lead after one quarter. In case you're just tuning in, Rosman led by 15 at halftime. Our Lady Devils got it back within 8, but Rosman now has jumped back up by 13.
Man, it's been those threes. Every time we get on a run, they hit 2 or 3 threes in a row and just shoot the lead right back up.
There's Moretz on the baseline, short jumper. 54-39, just like that. It's back to a 15-point lead when we had it to 8 just a minute ago. You're right, Jeff. That 3's a big weapon. Going inside, Savannah Smith off the glass, won't go. Moretz with a rebound, back down the floor. Chapman going baseline, top of the key. There's the go-to person, Cheek driving, and there's a blocking foul in the lane.
It's going to be on Savannah. That's tough.
Savannah Smith with the foul.
It's going to be her second.
So far, she's avoided foul trouble. But of course, Kirsten Smith still on the bench right now for the Lady Devils with 4 fouls at the free throw line. Not the person you want there if you're a Maroon Devil, and that's Cheek. She is almost automatic.
Yeah, that's her 20th point already of the night.
Wow, 20 of 55 points.
Yep.
And second shot is good. And Jeff, they're already over their seasonal game average. They're averaging 51 points a game. They already have 56 in the third quarter. Uh-oh, there's Cheek with a steal. Going to be hard to stop her. Going all the way with the left hand. Pretty good defense, though, by Bree Ross.
Chapman.
Chapman following on the putback. But Bree did a good job kind of cutting in front of Cheek. There's Maisie. Turnaround shot. Good.
Hey, knocks it down.
Good looking shot there by Maisie Heltman.
8 for Maisie.
Maisie was honored before the game with a autographed basketball for 1,000 points. Rosman missing. They get the ball back in the rebound, though. Baseline shot by Galloway, no good. Putting it back up again. Ball tipped around. Kaylin Johnson saves it, but inbounds to Rosman. Wow, not sure what that was.
I have something on Maisie.
Looks like kind of a push-off foul somehow.
Guess. Yeah, that's going to be Maisie's first, I think.
So Maisie not in foul trouble as now Rosman up with a 17-point lead, their biggest lead of the night with the ball inbounds. They jack up a three, no good. Maisie with a rebound. Well, Rosman hustles back on D. They get back quickly, but Maisie takes it all the way. Shot won't drop, and the rebound by Reagan Chapman. And they fast break you all night.
Yes, they do.
There's Cheek. One of her few misses.
Offensive board.
They're putting it right back up. Maggie Galloway. Maggie, one of the 2 seniors on this Rosman team as they get back in their 2-3 zone.
That gives Rosman 4 players on the night in double figures.
Wow.
4 different players.
You can't ask for better balance than that. 4 in double figures is outstanding. There's a miss by Kaylin Johnson. Good look, but it wouldn't drop. Here they come again on the fast break. They get it back outside. Reagan Chapman, 3 won't go.
Another offensive board. No, we're going to get it.
Couldn't hang on. It goes out of bounds. Now our Lady Devils will bring in Savannah Smith. And also coming back in with 4 fouls is going to be Kirsten Smith.
Oh, boy.
Early.
Yeah, it's going to have to be careful.
Yes. And you're right. That's tough to do, Jeff, is to play hesitant.
Yeah, you can't. She's really going to have to just turn herself loose. And if she fouls out, she fouls out.
That's it.
At this point, we can't give up easy baskets.
You're right. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Rosman on the shot by Maisie Heltman over there on the left side. And right now down by 19. Our Lady Devils really have to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, we need to run bad. We've got to get some stops on D in a bad way. Giving up too many offensive boards.
Ball out of bounds. We turn it over. It's going to be Rosman's ball. And when you're down by 19 with basically 9 minutes and 16 seconds to play, you've really got to go on a run.
Yeah, you got to put the clamps down on D.
2-3 zone by the Lady Devils now to kind of go with Rosman's 2-3. Rosman has hit outstanding shooting percentages tonight, though. Their 3-point shooting has been phenomenal.
Yeah, they've hit 10 as a team thus far through 3 quarters.
That's hard to believe, really.
It's hard to believe. A lot of people can't go in the gym by themselves and hit 3 with no defense. That's a moving screen.
Yep, sure is.
You have got to. Oh, okay. Woo.
Yep.
Start to say, if he got Kirsten for that.
No, he called it right. He called it. He got that again. Alyssa Cheek.
Oh, boy.
You were about to get disagree with it.
I was about to get fired up just a little bit, I'll be honest.
Going inside, there's Savannah Smith again. Missing on the shot, and the rebound by Kirsten, but it's going to be knocked away, picked up by Rosman. Here they come running down the floor again. And a whistle, and it may be on Maisie.
Yep, number 5, Maisie, that's her second.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's something you've got in common with Coach Rod White. And I think it just goes with coaching territory is sometimes disagreeing with the officials.
Yeah, daggone it, I can't help it. I've coached 21 years and had to deal with it.
It's in your blood. I know.
I'll tell you what, fans, I apologize because it'll probably happen again.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. I know my good buddy Rod White is right there with you.
That was cheap for another 3.
Boy, they have just been hard to stop here tonight. Their shooting has been fantastic. There's Kaylin Johnson. Her long 3 won't go. And
got 4 seconds.
Here they come.
They're going to get a look at it.
Oh,
and a foul. Dadjimmit.
Yeah, foul right at the buzzer by Savannah. Tried to come in and block it. Got a little bit off balance. And that's going to send Rosman to the line with no time on the clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's Savannah's third. That's going to send Chapman to the free throw line. And really, she did a good job there by just jump stopping, like I said earlier, force Savannah to foul her.
That's it. You get the defender up in the air, then you're in control. First free throw good. Reagan, again, a sophomore. And she got the roll on that one, so 2 free throws. And we go to the break with a 63-41 Rosman lead. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans back at Swain County High School with the Maroon Devils Network. Joe Holt, Kent Maxey, the guys who are bringing you all the good video, and we're here trying to tell you what's happening. And of course, you can kind of see that's what I can't just get used to doing TV, Jeff. I'm not used to not having to tell people what's happening on the radio. They can't see anything, but on this, they can see everything.
Yes.
Especially everything that the announcers mess up.
Yeah.
Got a traveling call. And that's one thing about announcing, though. When you're on TV like this, if you make a mistake, if the fans are on their toes, they can catch it.
Yeah, well, we're not going to make any, so they're not going to have to worry about it.
But if you're there's a Caitlin Johnson, there's another whistle as she drives in and a foul down low. The good thing about being on the radio, if you make a mistake, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't have a clue. That's right.
And I've made plenty in my time, believe me. Swain high with the ball in bounds into Savannah.
Nice look.
Oh, good look and a good shot.
That's 17 for Savannah.
Big game. Rosman turns it over on the inbounds. They just threw it too high over there from Galloway to Chapman. But I'll tell you, it's outside. There's Kaylin Johnson. Her three in and out. Wouldn't drop. Maisie Heltman with a rebound.
Oh, nice
off the
up and under.
glass.
Get in there, Paul.
Just wouldn't roll. Kaylin trying to get the rebound again and a foul. And this foul is going to be on, looks like Maggie. Is that going to be on Maggie Galloway?
Maggie Galloway, I think.
Yep, number 12.
Yep.
So Swain's ball back in bounds. And there's Savannah off the front of the rim. Wouldn't drop. This time Maggie Galloway with a rebound. Back down to Cheek. They go inside this time. Good D down low, though, by Maddie Spicks.
Got a timeout.
Timeout called by Rosman. 7:10 to play. Rosman Tigers with a timeout. We'll be back. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Back live on a Friday night. Got the boys varsity game coming up. Before the boys varsity game, we're going to be honoring the two seniors on the boys team. And that makes a coach happy in one way and sad in another, Jeff. As you know, you hate to lose your seniors. But if you only have two, that means you got a lot of good guys coming back.
That's exactly right.
You hate to see those seniors graduate. Oh, off the glass, banking it, Emma Moretz. You don't see many banks, but that one went in great. Lady Devils with the ball down big time here in the fourth quarter, going inside. Savannah kicks it back outside. Here's Kaylin down the right side, going inside to Savannah.
Look.
Oh, good pass and a good look. Boy, Kaylin Johnson is good with the basketball.
Man, I'm telling you, she's had a really good ball game tonight. She's fun to watch. She does a lot of different things for this team.
Good point guard. She handles the ball. She sees the floor, and she sees the inside people open.
And she's hard-nosed as heck, man.
Yeah, she's not afraid to drive down the lane herself. Now Rosman can afford to really just play keep away and really use some clock here. There's a turnover and a push-off foul on Cheek as she tried to get it back over there from Maisie Heltman, but Cheek with the foul.
Yeah, and as a coach, I'll be honest with you, I've never really been a fan of that. I mean, you've got a team that's going up down the court playing with a lot of tempo and scoring like they score. All of a sudden, to try to take the air out of the ball, a lot of times that'll bite you in the hind end.
It will.
I've never been a fan of that.
No doubt, because you lose all your momentum.
You lose your momentum, and it just makes you, your rhythm, and you almost just, you don't quit, but you let up.
That's it. Your foot's not on the gas anymore. Down the floor, here comes Rosman. They almost throw it away, but they get it back. Maisie out in front, almost took it away from Cheek, and Cheek running shot hits it 69-45, Rosman.
And that'll be 26 for Cheek.
Wow. Going inside, Kaylin Johnson. Oh, nice floating shot.
That puts her in double figures with 10.
Good looking shot down the lane. I tell you, she's a player. And again, young player with a bright future. Oh, there's a block down low by Savannah.
Watch her run it down.
Here comes Kaylin down the floor, going to take it all the way.
Holy cow!
Oh, behind the back pass.
Oh my gosh, Gary.
When's the last time you saw a behind the back pass?
Son of a gun.
Right to Maisie Heltman.
I love it.
Oh boy, a no-look behind the back pass.
Man.
From Kaylin.
I don't know if Kaylin has a fan club, but I'm going to join it tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, she's fun to watch.
Son of a gun.
That was a sweet pass. I think Maisie might have even been a little surprised. But it was right in her hands. She got it right to her.
Looks like we've got a full timeout.
Yep, got a full timeout here. And I'm not sure who called it. It's not a mask timeout with 5:05 to play, but they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. Stay with us.
There we are.
Here we go. Welcome back as the Lady Devils go right inside to Savannah Smith. Has it partially blocked, but there's Kaylin Johnson back up and in. Outstanding second effort on the offensive rebound. 71-48 now. 71-50. There goes the score up. Down the floor, Maisie Heltman might have fouled Cheek as she was driving down the right side.
Yeah, I think so. That's going to be Maisie's third. As I try to get fixed back here. I got all tangled up in these cords.
Hey, there's wires everywhere. 8 fouls now on the Lady Devils, 6 on Rosman with 4.5 minutes to play here. But Cheek at the free throw line. And by the way, we want to give a shout out to some folks we mentioned earlier on here, to our fans in the gym. And that's, I know Toby and Sharon Burrell, we hope things are going well down there in Hickory.
Yes.
Jeff, Sharon's mom is not doing well. And we know how much Toby and Sharon put into this athletic program.
Oh, gosh, so much.
They do a lot, and a lot of stuff that people don't even notice.
Yeah.
And we appreciate them, and our prayers for them. And also to Charles Bailey, as we mentioned, Vicki Bailey, a longtime Swain County Schools employee. Her husband, Charles, I think he's in Greenville.
Yes, he is.
In ICU, and really struggling. And today, of all days, is his birthday. And And I hope he has many, many more birthdays.
Yeah, I do too. You know, we all, I don't know if it's appropriate to say it, but I'm not afraid to say it. We know that the Lord can take care of these situations and he can touch and
Amen.
heal. And if you're out there and you believe in that type of thing, I hope you'll send up prayers for Sharon's mom and the Bailey family and the Phillipses too. They have COVID. So
yep, over at Andrews.
A lot of people need prayers, yes.
Yeah. And as you know, of course, the Phillips family, part of the Bailey family, and all really good people. And I can tell you, I, for one, know that the power of prayer works.
Yes, it does.
And we hope you can. And as we mentioned also, we had a moment of silence for a longtime friend to Swain County High School and Swain County in general, and that's the passing of Teddy Green.
Teddy Green, yes.
He was one of a kind, and I'd like to know how many games that he actually attended during his many years. He passed away at 71. And of course went to Swain County High School, and those kind of people are hard to replace.
They're hard to replace, man. That guy has spent so many hours on the road, going to high school games, college games, pro games, you name it. And that little Smoky Mountain Times pass has got him there.
That's it. You're exactly right. And here comes Rosman driving right down the lane. Oh, give and go, but a good defensive play by Cutshaw over there. And a travel on Rosman. We get the ball back. Good work by Sarah. And one thing about Teddy, a lot of people don't know, Jeff, I'm sure you probably do, but he took a lot of pictures. I mean, the real pictures you could put in your hand, not on the digital camera. And he would give those pictures to people for no charge. He just loved taking pictures for people.
Just loved it, man. He was definitely one of a kind.
He was, and he was good at it too.
Yeah, he was good.
Down the left side, it's going to be no good by Chapman. Ball on the floor, battle for it. It's going to be Lady Devils ball with 3:43 to play, and coming back in, Kirsten Smith. Of course, I tell you, talking about photography, there's a lady sitting down here on press row that means a lot to Swain County High School too.
Holy cow, Miss Joanna. Hey, there's no telling how many pictures I have and my wife has on our hard drives that she just takes and has given us of Jake and Jenna through the years. It's hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, Joanna McMahon is one of a kind.
And she does it for everybody.
Yeah, doesn't for not a nickel's worth of pay.
And she's the only person I know on the face of the earth, and I keep scorebooks all the time, and I have a hard time keeping up. She'll sit down there and do the scorebook and take pictures. Look, she's doing it right now.
Do it
at the same time.
It's amazing.
I don't know how she does it.
I couldn't do it. So you can talk and keep score at the same time. I can't even do that. We've got a mass timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. Rosman in front here on the Maroon Devils Network. Back live here on a Friday night. Want to again recognize our senior cheerleaders as they were recognized here at halftime, and they are Ashlyn Bridges, Kayla Evans, and Kirsten Haney. And Jeff, 3 senior cheerleaders. What a great job they do.
Yeah, they do. I look over there now. There's 18 strong over there from the bottom to the top, and man, they've kept this place rocking all night long. Much appreciation to Cassie and then all the girls.
Oh, outstanding work, because hey, they have to practice too.
Absolutely.
There's a foul inside. So Rosman goes to the bench, and Rachel Carnathan, one of their seniors, getting some playing time here, kind of reaching in there on Sarah Cutshaw. Sarah, I believe, is only a freshman.
She's a freshman. Sure is.
So a lot of fine players coming back for both teams, really. When you look at our girls roster, Natalie Stuckey is a senior. Free throw is going to be no good. Becca Wolf is a senior. Hannah Epperson, a senior. So we've got 3 or 4. And they're going to have their senior night. A different home game. Driving inside, Cheek kind of had the ball knocked away by Maisie. I tell you, Maisie gets around too.
Yeah, she's really trying to battle Cheek right now.
Cheek goes in. Oh boy.
Jim.
She puts it high off the glass, and it's hard to stop that shot.
Yes, it is. She's just, that's 13 Cutshaw, I think.
Yeah, foul on Sarah Cutshaw.
That's going to give Miss Cheek her 32nd point of the night. Looking for 33 here from the free throw line.
Man. And only a freshman.
Golly.
That's, yeah, she's going to be, and Rosman has had a great history of girls high school players, she's going to be right up there with them.
Well, their head coach down here, Ashton Barton, at one time she was the leading scorer in Western North Carolina history for girls.
Wow.
Played over at UNCA.
Okay. I started to say she's the one that played at UNCA.
Yep.
Yeah, she had a pile of points. Going inside, Savannah Smith, push off down low.
That's good.
By Rachel Carnathan. So Savannah's going to have a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. 78-52 here. Rosman has this one in the bag, but these girls are still playing hard.
Still playing hard. A lot of emotion from Savannah. That puts her over the 20-point mark. She has 21 on the night, looking for 22.
Boy, I tell you, Savannah only a junior. Again, the future looks bright for both these basketball teams.
She knocks it down. Good job, Savannah.
Savannah's another player that is kind of multi-talented. I think she could play about any position on the floor.
Yeah, she can do a lot of different things. She's just a hard worker and a fierce competitor.
Yeah, she's not afraid to get in the lane just like she did there. And that really altered the shot by Cheek. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Devils ball. And we haven't seen Cheek make too many mistakes tonight.
No, she's very fundamentally sound, smart basketball player.
Very much.
There's Savannah.
Double team. They kick it back over to Maisie. Drives down the lane. That floating jumper. Oh, it wouldn't go. Gets her own rebound, though. Maisie back over. Long three. This one is not going to work for Bree Ross. But there's Maisie with the offensive rebound.
And that'll put Maisie in double figures for the night. She'll have 11.
Good job by Maisie Heltman now as we've got some substitutions here for the Lady Devils with 1:42 to play, 78-55. We're going to see some new faces out here, Jeff. And it's good to give these girls some playing time who don't normally get a lot of playing time.
Absolutely. You know, as a coach, these girls come to practice, you know, I'm sure most every day, and they work their tail off trying to defend these girls or give them good looks. So
yes,
every little bit you can put them out there and help them out, you know, that's good.
No doubt about it, because hey, these are the players who help make the starting five better.
Yes, that's right.
So now coming in, let's see, we got Angel Parsons coming in. We've got Alea Trainer back out there. Also, we've got Hannah Brown in the ball game. We've got Maddie Spates. She stays in.
Looks like Rebecca Wolf, number 20.
Yep, Becca Wolf over there, number 20. So good to see these girls in there and want to give them some airtime as well.
Yeah.
Now Rosman going baseline. They've got some new faces. That's Jada Ansari, their only junior on the team, who fired that one up. So right now, Rosman has some new players. Cheek stays in, though. She's kind of the leader.
Yeah, she's probably that one you leave in to handle the basketball in situations like this.
Yes. Outside, Caitlin Johnson. Shot won't fall.
There comes Alea Trainer in, number 10.
Yep. Good to get her in the ball game.
See who she's going to get out. Caitlin Johnson will come out.
Yep, Caitlin coming out. Caitlin's played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, she has, man. She's played her tail off tonight.
She has. Good effort. So we've got mostly new faces out there for both teams right now with a minute left to play. Rosman going inside, turnaround shot, good. And that's Rachel Carnathan, one of their two seniors. Good presence in the middle in there. Lady Devils back with the basketball now. Rosman staying in that 2-3 as we get it over on the wing over there to Maddie Spates, top of the key. Back on the right side now to Angel Parsons. Now getting open, Maddie Spates fires, and
Maddie
it's good.
Spates.
Nice shot. Good ball movement.
Yes, it was.
Now Rosman is going to come around, and they may take another shot, they may not.
Yeah, down to 22 seconds.
They're rolling the ball around. Now to go baseline and putting it up, missing Carnathan again. Now the Lady Devils get it back with 12 seconds. Still plenty of time, no need to panic.
Down to 8. 6.
From the top of the key.
3.
Shot won't drop for Maddie. There's the loose ball, and there's the buzzer. So the Rosman girls win it here, 81-58. So looking at the standings, they will improve to 4-4 overall. Our Lady Devils will drop to 2-6 in the Smoky Mountain Conference. As we mentioned, Jeff, other games tonight. Nantahala at Robbinsville. Murphy at Hayesville is a big game, and both girls and boys play. Andrews at Cherokee tonight. And tomorrow, Robbinsville maybe at Hayesville, weather permitting. Swain maybe at Andrews, weather permitting as well. So, but the weather's not looking too good right now.
Not looking good.
And COVID issues also floating around in some corners of the program, so we'll see. But as you mentioned, pay attention to social media for any changes with the Swain at Andrews contest. Fans, stay tuned. We've got more coming up. We're going to be recognizing 2 senior boys, and we got the boys game coming up just around the corner. Stay with us here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Gary, you ready? Gary.
A lot of our folks have a lot of travel for varsity is not such a big deal. Because your kids are older, they can deal with it better, but our middle school travel really hurts.
In about 5 years, I don't know what our middle school conference is going to be.
As we mentioned, it's a very special night here tonight at Swain County High School as we are honoring many of our senior athletes and cheerleaders. And we're going to be honoring our 2 senior men's basketball players tonight as well. First of all, senior Judea Littlejohn. Judea is escorted by Terrence Littlejohn and Lachey Arch, his parents. Judea lives in the Birdtown community. Some of the activities and honors at Swain High for Judea include FCA, all 4 years, FCC LA, all 4 years, SAD, all 4 years, Student Council, also all 4 years. Some of his honors, he has been involved in so many activities here at Swain County High School as a homecoming court, Ridge Runner court, class superlative, and scholarship, and plans to attend Haskell University to play basketball. His athletics at Swain High include a 4-year player on the basketball team, also ran track as a junior, and played football as a freshman. His honors include 2020 All Smoky Mountain Conference basketball. Judea's fondest athletic memory is when I first stepped on the court my sophomore year as a varsity player and playing varsity for the very first time. Judea wants to take this opportunity to thank his coaches, teammates, family, and the community. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Judea Littlejohn. And our other senior tonight is Noel Wolf. Noel is escorted by Paul Wolf and Suzanne Vincent, his parents. Also Corey and Tyler, his brother. Noel lives in the Lueda community. Noel plans to attend a 4-year university. His athletics at Swain County High School includes basketball all 4 years and also played soccer all 4 years. Some of the honors for Noel include All Smoky Mountain Conference selection in 2017 and 2019 as a soccer player, and an All Western North Carolina selection in 2019 as an All Regional soccer player. Noel's fondest athletic memory includes watching Chase Burrell hit a buzzer beater last year to score 100 points against Robbinsville. Noel would like to take this opportunity to thank his mom and dad, Coach Bradley, both Coach McMahons, Coach Smith, and Carrie Powell for making me become a better basketball player and a better person. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior, Noel Wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both these great seniors another round of applause here at Swain County High School. Thank you, gentlemen.
Andrew Stamey. And now, fans, make a lot of noise for your Maroon Devils! Starting at one guard, a 6'3" junior from Lower Alarka, number 1, Carter Kirkland. Starting at forward, a 6'4" senior from Birdtown, number 2, Judea Littlejohn. Starting at another guard, a 6' junior from Toot Hollow, number 15, Cooper Hyatt. Starting at one forward, a 6'1" senior from Louada, number 24, Noel Wolf. And the man in the middle, a 6'3" junior from Kirkland's Creek, number 25, Isaiah, you've been thunderstruck, Collins.
Welcome back on a Friday night as we're getting ready for the boys game. We just heard Jeff Marr and the introductions of the starting lineups, and I think they loved every minute of that, Jeff.
Yeah, they loved that. I thought I'd throw the communities in there tonight as a little change up. And Isaiah had him in weight training for Everett Middle School, and I used to play Thunderstruck, and he'd go berserk in there. So I thought I'd bring that back out for him.
That's a pump-up song right there. That's a Thunderstruck. You know, Western Carolina University used that as their halftime show with their big marching band one year.
Oh, wow.
And the fans loved it.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, and they could do it. Here comes a steal for the opening series and the opening bucket right up and in, and that's Carter Kirkland getting it done, and that's just good defense. He got a whistle and a quick foul. That was away from the basketball over there somewhere.
Yeah, it looked like 15 maybe. Was that Cooper?
Yeah, that's Cooper Hyatt, but he was not around the ball. I guess he was trying to get position defensively. Here we go. Back down the floor, Rosman. Just like the girls, they get down the floor in a hurry. Got a traveling call, though. And the turnover from Noah Miller is going to give it back over. Oh, check that. It's going to be on Andrew Stamey. Gives it back over to Swain High. So now the Maroon Devils with the ball on a 2-0 lead just underway here in the opening seconds on a Friday night. There's Cooper Hyatt driving. Nice floating shot up and in. Cooper having a good year, averaging 11 points a game.
Yes, he is. He's a great shooter. Really brings a lot to the basketball team.
Oh, there's
Noel getting after it.
Oh, boy, I tell you what. And picked back up by Carter Kirkland. There's Judea from the left side. Man, talking about a hot start. 7-0 here, and it's caused by defense.
Yes, it is. We've said all along our defense is what fuels our offense, and these guys flat get after it on that full court press.
And it has already paid off with 5 points. 5 of our 7 points are a result of good defensive play.
And worth noting tonight, we got junior Isaiah Collins back in the lineup. He's had to miss a couple of games for quarantine, so glad to have him back. I think he's our leading scorer.
Well, I'll tell you what, Isaiah Collins, you're right, 16 points a game, 6 rebounds. Our leading rebounder also has 23 assists on the season. I tell you, he's an all-around player too.
Yeah, he comes from a good line of athletes with Benji and then his mom, Amanda. They were both tremendous athletes. So
good people.
Isaiah
Collins, 6'3". Here's Cooper driving off the glass. Won't drop for him, and the rebound by Rosman. Their big guy in the middle, that's number 15, Luke Hawk at 6'5". He might be the tallest player on the floor.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Yep, 6'5". I think Judea goes about 6'4", and Isaiah 6'3". Rosman in their solid black with a little orange trim. Floating jumper good on the lane. That's Tyler Stamey, who averages 4 points a game for these Rosman Tigers. Their leader is Luke Whitmire, number 22, averaging about 12 points a game.
Whitmire, didn't we talk about that earlier?
We've heard that name before from over there in Rosman and Transylvania County. Good work inside by Noah Wolf. I didn't realize he was an all-conference soccer player.
Oh, he's a great soccer player.
Man,
yes, sir.
Obviously.
He's played soccer since the time he was a little kid, and matter of fact, right now he's balancing both. I mean, they've already had soccer games,
that's
so
right.
You know he's doing both.
And that says a lot about Noah Wolf.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of athletics right now in North Carolina. I mean, it just is what it is. You just got to make it work.
That's it. Make it work. Going inside, Rosman missing. Had a good wide open look. It wouldn't fall for Andrew Stamey, and a whistle. And this one's going to be on Andrew Stamey, who missed that shot. Tried to get it back, but you're right, Jeff. When you can play 2 sports and practice and man alive, you've had a full day.
You have a full day. I was talking to Coach McMahon earlier before the game, and he said, it's starting to wear on some of the kids a little bit. They're starting to show a little fatigue, but hey, they're youngsters. They'll figure it out.
That's it. And they'd rather do that than not.
Than not. That's right.
I mean, athletes want to play.
And of course, football starts official practice Monday. Basketball still has 2 weeks if we make the playoffs, more than that, so it's going to get really hairy quick.
No kidding. You're right.
Holy cow, bank.
A bank shot from over there on the left wing, and that's a 23, Tyler Stamey, one of their seniors. Outside jumper. This one won't fall over there for Noel. Judea right down the lane with a right hand floater, goes up and in. It's 11-5, Swain County. And again, here comes that defense that is giving Rosman some early trouble. Well, Judea can jump.
That's going to be a foul.
Foul on Carter Kirkland. Roger Wiggins' grandson. If Roger's not in the gym, I guarantee you he's watching tonight.
I bet he's watching.
Of course, he played here at Swain, went to school here like we all did, and he's still an old Maroon Devil at heart. Roger got to retire a while back, so he's got the easy life now.
Well, that's 2 on Carter, so he's going to have to take a seat.
That's it. He's going to have to rest a while.
Holy cow.
Rosman, right side wing, jumper for 3, not going to fall for Powell. Ball is going to be tipped around out of bounds, going to be Swain's ball the other way. And coming in now is going to be Cameron Blankenship. Want to give a big shout out to Neil and Sonia and all the family there. Well, Cameron's having a good year.
Yes, he is.
The junior averaging 6 points and a couple of rebounds a game and a whistle. These players are getting after it. This is going to be on Tyler Stamey, looks like, 23, and I believe that's their 4th foul. And again, black uniforms with orange trim. Back down the right side, ball out of bounds. It's going to be Swain's ball off the leg there of Tyler Stamey. And Jeff, I know you remember this. When I see orange and black, of course, I think of Rosman, but it goes way back to the old Silver Webster days.
The old Silver Webster days, yep, before they turned a shade of blue.
That's it. Turned shade of blue. Here's come Cooper, jumper, good.
Nice job by Cooper.
Nice shot, just went around his defender and popped it in there.
Just a simple ball fake.
Good.
Kids do not utilize ball fakes anymore.
And it's huge. There's Cooper coming, running all the way down. He's going to be caught with a foul, but he blocked that shot.
And that's going to be 2 on Cooper as well. So he has 2,
Yep.
Carter has 2, and Noel has 1.
So Carson Taylor's going to have to come in. And well, here's a guy that plays with a lot of fire, too.
Yeah, he'll mix it up out there for sure.
At the free throw line. Foul good by Andrew Stamey there, 6-foot junior. Now the boys have a few more seniors on their team, if you will. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors on this Rosman boys team.
Okay.
As we mentioned, only 2 Maroon Devil seniors tonight. We honored just before this game Noel Wolf and Judea Littlejohn. Free throws are good there by Andrew Stamey. And of course the head coach, Forrest Johnson. For these Rosman Tigers. Judea in traffic, back over to Carson. Carson driving a little too strong.
That's going to be a charge.
Yep, offensive charge. I tell you don't want to stand in front of Carson.
No, and
he'll run over you.
He'll run over you, and there'll be a lot more of that here starting next week.
Yes. Yeah, you get the pads on, he'll really run over you. Got a timeout here for the mask break, and we'll take a break as well. Stay with us, fans.
And we're back on. After the mask break timeout, Swain leads 13-7. Rosman inbounds the ball.
Well, I tell you, Maroon Devils defense getting after Rosman, and that's the difference here with this 13-7 lead, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, defensive pressure like that at the rate that we're able to put it on opponents, it really starts to wear on you and take a toll.
It does.
I mean, you get tired of having to just handle the ball perfectly every trip down the court.
And we're going to be fouling there Luke Honk.
That's Isaiah?
Yep, I'm afraid it is. Isaiah
That'll be his first. That's about 7 already on us.
Wow, so they're going to be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Unless we get 3 more, then they'll have that double bonus. Free throw is going to be good by Luke. That's the name you used to, and you've heard it in Rosman and Transylvania County, but Honk is also a name you hear over around Andrews and Nantahala.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Somebody said Steve Manley married one of those honks. think that's Carol's
Was
maiden
that Carol's
name.
maiden name?
I think it might be Carol's maiden name.
Okay.
I believe that's right. Here comes Cameron with a big three. This one won't drop. Over the back, it's going to be a jump ball. Isaiah Collins came in and grabbed that one.
Yeah,
That's just good effort.
Yeah, it was. He got up high, tied it up. It's going to be Rosman's ball.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure. Carol has always been a hawk, and now a Manly.
Now Manly, huh?
I tell you, she's a great person.
Yes, she is.
I tell you, some of the best people in the world.
Yeah, she's salt of the earth, that's for sure.
She is. There's a traveling call. We're going to have to turn it over.
And so's old Steve, huh?
Hey, I'm not saying anything good about Steve. No, I'm just kidding.
Golly.
I can say that because he's a good friend.
Absolutely. I love Steve to death. He was a mentor of mine. Taught me a lot about offensive football and how to call plays and stuff. Very appreciative of him.
I tell you, he is a great coach.
Yeah.
Just bottom line. He great football coach, great baseball coach. He knows the game. Loves to coach. I mean,
loves to coach.
He's just a coach. Of course, his dad was.
That's right.
And Frank and Steve are right in those shoes. Outside, long three. This one won't fall for Gavin Lanning. And there's Judea with the rebound. Kicks it back outside. Ball loose. Gavin comes up with it. Got a little break here. Gavin, short jumper, won't roll in. Judea follows.
What a play by Judea.
Man, as he was falling to the floor, that ball went in.
Woo, boy.
That's, again, great effort.
Looks like foul was on number 30.
Yep, that's going to be Andrew Stamey again. That's at least two on him.
That's two on him. That's what I have him for.
And Judea at the free throw line on the season hitting 71%. And this one won't go. And the rebound by Rosman. As a team, our Maroon Devils hitting 68% at the free throw line. Oh, they beat us to the punch on that fast break. And there's going to be a timeout over here with 2:31 to play in the first quarter. Rosman wants to talk it over. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back. Stay with us here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Yes.
Out of his trunk while he was working. Fans, welcome back on a Friday night. Friday night basketball. Don't forget, our Maroon Devils are going to be back at home. I believe it's next Tuesday. We're going to be hosting, those old Murphy Bulldogs.
Oh, the Bulldogs come to town.
Big game for both teams. Going inside, Isaiah was in there with a lot of traffic. Rosman comes out with a basketball.
I'll tell you, man, Rosman has done a great job just hanging around here. We've whipped them by about 40 points over there. And so far, they're executing at a pretty high level.
And they're playing with
23, man. He's up to 9 points.
That's it. That's Tyler Stamey, only averaging 4 points a game. Going inside Judea, his shot won't roll in, but he goes after the rebound outside to Cameron Blankenship, and it won't fall for him. Rosman with a rebound. But yeah, Rosman's getting after it.
Yeah, they are.
They're playing scrappy. They're coming in, as a matter of fact, on the year. Rosman is 0-7 in the conference. You wouldn't know it the way they're playing.
No, not the way they've started off this first quarter. Here's Judea. We may see something here. Nope.
Oh,
he puts it in, though.
Up with the right hand on the layup. I thought he might dunk it. And at 6'4", he's capable.
Yeah, he's got 9 as well.
Again, tenacious defense by the Maroon Devils. Here's a steal by Cooper. Cooper back over to Isaiah, back to Carson. Back out on the wing to Gavin. His shot won't go. Oh, big rebound by Carson, but a push-off foul.
Going to be 2 on Carson. And that's one of those I think may have been anticipated a little bit. I didn't think Carson really got any body on him. Yeah. He kind of reached around him and grabbed the ball.
And sometimes officials are guilty of that. They call it anticipating it's going to happen.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
And probably more so in basketball even than football.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So it'll be a 1-and-1 situation.
Yep, at the free throw line, Rosman. And they down by 4. Oh, boy, got the rim roll and the bounce by Hayden Stewart there, a senior. We're talking about football. I can't believe the Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday. Wow.
That should be a fun game.
It's going to be a dandy.
Second free throw good by Hayden Stewart. I'll say this. I hadn't watched a whole lot of NFL, but here comes Cameron Blankenship driving, and he lays it up and in.
Fall.
Good shot by the junior Cameron Blankenship. Tampa Bay has an underrated defense.
Yes, they do, and they're getting better. They've got that linebacker from LSU. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he is an absolute stud.
He's a beast, isn't he? There's a big steal by Gavin Lanning.
I'll give you a little trivia right here.
Uh-oh.
Tom Brady will have already played 9 Super Bowls, okay?
Right.
Guess how many touchdown drives he has led in the first quarter of all those 9 put together? This will shock you. So I guess I kind of gave it away.
Wow. 0.
Hey, in 9 Super Bowls in the first quarter, the Patriots have a total of 3 points. That blew my mind when I saw that today.
That's hard to believe.
Blew my mind.
Seriously. I mean,
and that's not a knock on him. That's just a stat that just astounded me.
I can't believe it. That is really hard to believe. I mean, maybe the greatest quarterback of all time in a lot of people's minds. That's really hard to believe.
Yep.
But that tells you how good he is when he can go from Belichick to Tampa Bay and be in the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. And that also tells you when the game gets moving along how quickly he makes adjustments and gets them going.
He has so much experience. Cameron, long 3 wouldn't fall. Long rebound. It's going to be chased down. It's going to go. Wow, good hustle. Man, Cameron Blankenship ran all the way down the floor and was in on that ball. I mean, after shooting it from way down in the corner.
That's great hustle.
Good hustle. 20 seconds to play now in the first quarter. But 2 good quarterbacks, and the heir apparent to Tom Brady may be playing for the Chiefs right now.
Oh, my gosh, man. As an offensive guy, I love to watch the Chiefs. Now, granted, they've cost my Steelers the last couple of years, but I love watching them. They can score literally any moment.
They can. Mahomes is a magician with the football.
And on a side note, I'm a big Andy Reid fan.
Oh,
he's always been a great coach. Man, he's just an offensive genius.
Great coach. And probably underrated coach.
Oh, he's way underrated, but he's fixing to get his due.
Yeah, he has. Well, of course, they won the Super Bowl last year. And, something happening here on the sideline with the official.
Oh, what's she called? But the Chiefs, man, they've just taken it to another level with speed. Their speed is ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I heard an interview today with Nick Saban. Of course, he's won 7 NCAA football championships. And they were talking about him and Tom Brady kind of being on the same plane with all those championships. There's a big 3 over there on the wing. Was that
number 20?
That was Lawson Powell. Outside, Cameron fires. Oh, check that. Gavin Lanning fires at the buzzer. They got a piece of the rim, but it wouldn't go in. And that's the first quarter. Let's check in with our Maroon Devil cheerleaders, fans.
There we are.
Cooper Hyatt back with a long 3. Wouldn't fall for him. Got a piece of the rim, but Rosman down with a rebound. Fast break. They got behind us, but their pass wouldn't go.
You know, literally over the break, I just said the name Devin White, and Coach Burrell sends me a text and actually said that Tommy Dills from Swain County rides horses with him.
You got to be kidding.
Is that not ridiculous? Who would have ever thought that?
My goodness. I didn't know Tommy Dills could ride a horse.
Oh, Texas Tommy.
I tell you what, Tommy Dills, and I'll just be totally blunt, is a sharp guy. That guy is a lot smarter than people realize.
Yeah,
he's got a quick mind. He is.
I grew up with him. He's ridiculous.
And he's got a crazy sense of humor. He is fun to be around. He's actually done a couple of football games with us here on the Maroon Devils Network, and he's just fun to. He's like you. He's fun to work with. I mean, just a lot of fun.
Well, he's one of these guys. If he's never done it, he can make you believe he's done it all day long.
Absolutely. Going inside, Cooper can't make it go. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Judea.
Knocks it down.
That's a good pass. That's given up what probably was an easy basket down low for a three.
Yes, it was.
Good unselfish basketball by Cooper. Going inside, Rosman can't make it go. Good defense from behind by Noel Wolf. Hey, Noel's playing a good ball game.
Yeah, he is. On senior night,
yes.
Looking to play well.
Outside, there's Carter Kirkland. His shot won't fall. Out of bounds to Rosman.
At least we know we have one person watching tonight. Coach Burrell's watching.
Hey, I tell you what, Toby Burrell is aware of what's going on, I think, about 23 hours a day.
I think he's probably sitting there rating me and you right now.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Like I figure I'm probably a 2-star announcer. You're definitely a 5-star. You're the blue chip.
But I've just been at it a long time. That's the only thing in my favor. A lot of experience. Not much talent, but a lot of experience.
Nah, man, you're great at what you do, man.
Here comes Cooper down the floor. Big steal all the way.
Coast to coast.
How about that with a layup on the reverse?
As Dick Vitale would say, he's a PTP'er, baby.
That was a great play.
Yes, it was.
And laid it up with that right hand. On the left side of the basket. Outside jumper for three. Rosman can't make it go. Cooper with a rebound.
Here we go again. We've got Judea.
Oh, wide open. Wide open. Judea puts it up and in. I'll tell you, Cooper Hyatt right now.
Yes, sir. He's on fire.
He might be the MVP right now in the first half.
Playing well.
But got a timeout here. 6:06 to play. Rosman said, hold the phone. Fans will be back in just a minute on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Talking about great announcers. We have been blessed with so many announcers over the years here on the Maroon Devils Network. There's a foul.
No.
A little reach in by Carter Kirkland down there. Bumped him a little bit.
It's going to be 3 on Carter, too.
But people, Jeff, like you, like Toby Burrell, like Coach Rod White, like Cody White is an outstanding color analyst. Tommy Dills has been great here on the Maroon Devils Network. And we've just, of course, our old friend Steve Moon, who passed away, he loved doing baseball and loved doing color on football and knew everybody's first cousin and their mama and daddy and grandpa. And here's a big rebound by Isaiah, gets it on down to Judea.
Uh-oh, the 3.
Fires it up, can't make it go.
What a look by Isaiah.
Cameron Blankenship down low, high off the glass and lays it in. And that's only the 9th time Isaiah has jacked up a 3 this year. Uh-oh.
Holy cow.
Body's on the floor, no call.
That's got to be something.
It was either a charge or a block. Take your pick. There's Cooper hitting another shot. And the Maroon Devils are on fire right now after a close first quarter.
Man, we're on a 15-0 run.
Cooper stole that inbounds and flipped it to Isaiah. Back to Cooper now for 3. Holy moly. Holy moly. Cooper is just...
He's in fuego.
He's all over the floor. I mean, making it happen with the defense and then hitting the shots on offense.
Yeah, he's got 13 points, and I dare say probably 11 of them came in the last about 2 minutes, it feels like.
Because he's been on both ends around that basketball.
So Noel Wolf picks up his second foul.
So now it's going to be Rosman at the free throw line. That's 10 team fouls, so they're going to be in that double bonus the rest of the way here. First free throw is going to be no good by Tyler Stamey, coming in averaging 4 points and a couple of rebounds a game. But we have really been blessed over the years having people work with us on our broadcast. There's Judea with the rebound.
It's a lot of fun. It gives me a way to kind of get back in the gym or wherever and be a part of what's going on. I really enjoy it.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Down the floor, Rosman back with it.
Oh, my lands.
Big block. Noah Wolf came up and slapped it away.
Is he going to call this a foul, Gary?
I think he got all ball.
Oh, my lands.
Yep, he called that on Noah Wolf, but it looked to me like he got all ball.
Man, that's going to be I thought 3.
Oh, boy. At the free throw line, it's going to be Tyler Stamey again.
It is 3.
So he gets to shoot 3. As a team, Rosman on the season, and I've got it. I know I've got it here somewhere, hitting only 47% at the free throw line. This is not their strong point.
No, so far tonight, though, they're 7 of 2, 4, 6, 8, 7 of 12.
Yeah, they're not doing bad tonight. They're shooting 47% at the free throw line, and Maroon Devils 68%. On threes, Rosman only 24%. The Maroon Devils 37% from the floor. Swain shooting 44%. Rosman on the floor shooting 27%.
Wow.
Oh, there's a steal. Rosman playing some pretty good defense, though, on that steal by Andrew Stamey.
You know, Coach Burrell just mentioned to me that tonight is the first night ever where we have a 2-camera production on the Maroon Devil Network.
That's right.
That's
right.
cool.
That is. Joe Holt Kent is down there on the floor. I know he's down there. Oh, he's down there in the left-hand corner, Kent Maxey. And Kent, of course, has, like Joe, a ton of experience with camera work.
Oh, yeah, we've got 2 great guys in that department right now.
I mean, Kent's literally been all over the world working the camera. Outside, Cooper missing. Big rebound by Gavin Lanning. They go back over to Cameron now. So when you combine people like Kent and Joe with all that experience, our job's pretty easy, as going inside, Isaiah Collins lays it in.
It's Isaiah's first bucket of the night.
He's playing good defense again.
Yeah.
Isaiah, our leading scorer coming into this game, averaging 16. And the Maroon Devils have 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 players averaging in double figures.
Yes, we do. And then I think there's 2 more that's really close, like about 8 or somewhere right around there.
You're right. Isaiah Collins averaging 16. Judea 14. Carter Kirkland 12. And Cooper Hyatt averaging 11. Then you got Cameron Blankenship at 6. You got Noah Wolf averaging 8. So a really balanced attack as we go to the mask timeout. Fans, stay with us. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back. Rosman with the ball in bounds. We were talking about the Smoky Mountain Conference standings a moment ago. Hayesville right now with a 3-game lead over everybody. Going to be tough to beat Hayesville out of that number 1 spot. But the Smoky Mountain Conference gets 2 automatic bids to the playoffs. Unfortunately, 4 of us are tied for second. Swain, Murphy, Cherokee, and Robbinsville all at 4 and 3, Jeff.
That's crazy. So this next couple weeks is going to be huge in regards to figuring out who that second person is going to be.
You said it.
Wow.
And it starts, I think, well, number 1, you got to win tonight. But then it starts Tuesday when, Rosman throws it away out of bounds. But Murphy comes here Tuesday. That is a big game. One of us is going to move out of second place.
That's exactly right.
And drop.
And so far, I think I looked today, I think we're undefeated at home this year.
I think you're right.
So getting them here is really going to be a big advantage.
That's a big advantage. And plus, we've got Hayesville at home, the last game of the season. Isaiah goes inside. Another good work by Isaiah Littlejohn, or Isaiah Collins, rather. I get him mixed up with a big bucket inside. Ooh, Rosman too tall with the pass, but again, we've got Murphy here. We've got Hayesville here. We have to go to Robbinsville, and that's another big game that can settle that second place tie.
Yes, it can. Man, I'm starting to get texts from all over the place now. Pat Smiley's texting me. She said, hey, the 2 cameras are awesome tonight. Love watching the game. And all you guys that are watching, according to Coach Burrell, this is just a small little glimpse of what's to come as far as all the cameras and stuff. He says football is going to be off the chain by the time they get it all figured out and get it working. So that's exciting.
It really is. Cooper Hyatt going in. Rosman answering on the other end. Big block by Judea. And he went in there on the big 6'5 senior, Luke Hawk, and slapped it away, but now we're going to have a foul. Yeah, this is the first time we've used 2 cameras, so I know Kent and Joe are working, kind of experimenting and fine-tuning their camera work.
Makes me want to pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you think we could watch them both and call it at the same time?
That's it. That's it. Well, you know what? See, a lot of these guys, what a lot of people don't know, a lot of these TV guys, they're actually at their home broadcasting by watching a video monitor. They're not at the game.
I don't know how you could do that.
But
I feel like I have to be right here immersed in it.
But it's happening a lot now because of COVID. They're staying at home. They're getting a video feed, broadcasting from that feed.
There's that guy.
Oh, Cooper,
Man.
Cooper's having a great night.
I'm telling you what, I think that's 18.
Man, he is just playing strong on both ends. Watch him get after guys defensively. Rosman across the timeline now as they're down by 22, 46-24. 2:10 to play in the first half. Outside jumper, Rosman likes that three ball.
Man, that Stamey kid has played well.
Yeah, Tyler is shooting well, and he's been playing tough on the other end too.
He's got 14. You said he was averaging 4. So.
Yeah, averaging 4. Outside Cooper, one of his few misses tonight. Long rebound picked up by Judea. Going inside to Isaiah, a little turnaround shot. Oh, that's sweet. Just a sweet little jump shot right inside the free throw line.
That little left hand in there, that big body, looked a little like Zion in there swarping around.
There you go.
Oh, my land.
Wow, driving inside. Hayden Stewart got a little ahead of himself on that drive. It wouldn't work for him. Cooper stops and fires. This three a little too strong. Cameron with a rebound, though. Maroon Devils reset on offense.
Got 1:20 to go.
Comes Isaiah back over to Judea.
The bank is open.
The bank shot rolled it in for 3. And I don't know if people realize how hard it is to bank in a three-point shot.
That's crazy, man.
It's not easy.
The ultimate bank shot guys, in my opinion, were Larry Bird, coach will love that, and Tim Duncan. Oh, my gosh, those guys could use the glass.
I tell you, they were 2 of the best ever.
And another one of those lost arts.
Yes, indeed, using the glass. And Tim Duncan, as great as he was, I don't think people realize really how great he was.
Oh, and it was all because he was such a quiet guy. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't going to do anything fancy. What was it they called him? The something about the great fun, something about the fundamental. That was his nickname, but just how fundamentally sound he was.
And boy, he was a great player, though.
Hey, look here. Gail Freshour, me and Brian are watching. Go Big Maroon.
I tell you, I'm not sure if there's a better Maroon Devil fan
Son, I
than
started
Gail.
to say, man, I guarantee you right now, somewhere in her house, she has a countdown clock on to that first Friday night football game.
And you know it's only 3 weeks.
3 weeks. You know,
tonight.
I'm excited about these cameras because it's going to be cold, and I'm going to be sitting at my house in my recliner with y'all up on my big screen with my fireplace going, enjoying it.
That's it. Hey, pull that Afghan up and just stay nice, cozy, and warm. Oh, Judea Littlejohn with a driving jump shot.
Putting on a show his senior night. That's 19 for him. Cooper with 18, so.
That's 37 out of 53. Good night for both these guys, and they're playing defense, too.
Absolutely.
Back on the wing now, Rosman driving down traffic. That could be a blocking foul, and I'm afraid it is.
Is that Dylan Cochran?
That's going to be Dylan Cochran. Yep, one of our juniors. And we have 9 juniors on this team.
Now I've got my son texting me. I was close. Tim Duncan was known as the big fundamental.
The big fundamental.
The big fundamental. Thanks, Jake.
Oh, boy. He was great. Had a chance to talk to his, and I can't even remember his name, but his college coach at Wake Forest.
Oh, Dave Odom?
Short guy, Dave Odom.
Dave Odom.
Well, Dave Odom played at High Point College, played at High Point University. Well, he played against the great Henry Logan of Western Carolina.
Henry Logan, yes, sir.
He played against Henry Logan. He was at High Point, Henry was at Western. And Coach Odom tells this to be the truth. I don't know if he embellished a little bit. Cooper, back outside.
Oh, nice hustle by this kid. Wow.
Cooper puts it up. Good hustle. But anyway, they were at Western and High Point were playing. Dave Odom was guarding Henry Logan. Ball knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by Taligo Walker. And so Henry comes down the floor, and Dave Odom gets down kind of low in his stance like he's playing defense. And Henry jumped over him. Henry Logan jumped over Dave Odom.
Jumped over him?
Jumped over him.
Holy cow.
And that's the end of the first half, fans. Maroon Devils on top, 55-29. That is a Dave Odom that he told for the true story. So,
well, they tell me that Henry Logan was just a phenomenal athlete.
Well, he jumped center as a guard. That tells you something.
Wow.
I mean, he could, he was one of a guy. I've seen film, Jeff, and he was I don't want to say Michael Jordan.
Well, I've heard that comparison.
He was kind of Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan.
Wow.
And being one of the first black players to ever play in the South in college basketball. And there were games, and literally, I'm not speaking out of turn here, there were games, because I talked to one of his teammates that I know real well, Sonny Burrell in Franklin. They were down in Louisiana and playing. They would not, number one, they wouldn't let Henry play. Number two, they wouldn't even let him dress out. He had to sit on the bench in street clothes because of his race.
Oh, that's terrible.
So that's some of the stuff he had to
Wow.
endure. But Henry still lives in Nashville, classy guy, still comes over occasionally. He was there a couple of years ago at Western, but he's in the College Basketball Hall of Fame. He was inducted the same year as Mike Krzyzewski was.
Who?
Mike. You know that guy at Duke? They call him Coach K.
That guy? Okay.
That guy. But that's a pretty good company. But
yes, it absolutely is.
But
is his number retired at Western?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. And here's another trivia story. My wife actually made the jersey of Henry Logan's number that hangs in the Ramsey Center. She made the jersey
that is awesome.
that hangs there. And she knows how to do that stuff. Some people are talented.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Not me.
Not me. Man, stay tuned. We could talk all night. We'll take a halftime break, and we'll be back. Fans, welcome back on senior night here for two of our special seniors for the Swain High boys basketball team. We're talking about Judea Littlejohn and Noel Wolf. We honored them before the game, and it's always good to honor our seniors here, Jeff, in every sport. And we honored some cheerleaders as well. We had 3 senior cheerleaders as Rosman gets the ball back. We honored Ashlyn Bridges, Kayla Evans, and Kirsten Haney. So we just want to give a shout out to all their families who couldn't be here tonight for senior night and recognize them.
Absolutely. They do a tremendous job over there, and we couldn't do it without them.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, these 2 senior boys have had a good ball game. Judea's playing well. Noel's playing well.
Judea has 19. Cooper had 20 at the half. So,
wow.
Hey, look at this view.
Hey, I tell you what, that's good camera work. That's pretty good phone you got there, too.
Yeah, hey, we're checking out the views. I've got my phone out. We're on the Maroon Devil Network as we're broadcasting, looking at the different views that Joe and Ken are giving us. That's cool.
That is, and the picture is so clear.
So clear, man.
Sharp.
You get so many brags from people around the conference from the job that our guys do. It's just tremendous.
They really do, and it's going to be fun to watch in football. There's Cooper adding to his big night tonight with a jumper at the free throw line. But that's fun, and it's amazing the technology in a little phone like that.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's just a great job. I'm going to cut it off because I can't do 3 things at once, but good job, guys.
Hey, you're doing a pretty good job keeping score and doing the game and watching Rosman put a layup in there. And Rosman coming back fighting hard. That looks like Andrew Stamey with that last bucket. As the Maroon Devils come right back and score as well.
I'm telling you what, Judea and Cooper right now are on fire.
They are leading us to a huge lead, 59-31. And right now we're playing some man-to-man defense.
Man-to-man defense. We talked there at the half. Our Maroon Devils scored 36 points in the second quarter. In one quarter, 36 points.
That might be the most points I've ever seen in a high school.
Crazy.
In a high school 8-minute time span.
Just craziness.
I mean, that's it is. That's and I've done a lot of high school basketball. You've been around high school basketball, but in 8 minutes, that's hard to do.
Hey, there's some years you have a team that you could line up and do a layup drill for 8 minutes, like a quarter against air, and not get 36 points.
Exactly. I mean, I've seen a lot of games, and you have too, where you didn't have 36 points in a half.
Or a game.
Much less than 8 minutes. Man.
Yeah, very, very efficient. And like we said earlier, most of that comes from our defense.
A lot of turnovers provided those points. And you look back at any great team, whether at the high school level or the collegiate level in basketball, and just about every great team, there are a couple of exceptions, but almost every one plays great defense.
Yeah, I guess. You know, I'm an offensive guy. That's hard to admit, but you're right.
It is.
Nice move.
Isaiah Collins, spin move with a right hand. But now talking about offense, Jeff, when you look at the NFL in my mind has gone totally offense.
It's totally offense. The defenses do good just to hold teams to about 21, 24 points anymore. That's a low-scoring game.
It really, really is. Going inside, running layup. This one won't fall. Judea on the rebound. Here come the Maroon Devils with numbers. Judea slows it down, though. Down the left side, Judea lost it. Out of bounds, though. They touched it last, but as you can see, and the Maroon Devils want a timeout here with 5:49 to play in the third quarter. Now, especially in the NFL, there are some teams that basically can score every time they have the football. Teams, 2 of them are in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And defenses just can't really do much about it.
They can't do much about it. I mean, the best you can do is hope to slow teams down. And you even look at the darn NBA right now, and I don't watch a lot of it, but I watch the scores and the highlights and this and that. I mean, they're back up to like the mid-80s scoring. They're scoring 140-something points a game, both teams. And I'm like, is there any defense at all out there?
Not much.
But there's not much.
Not much. But then you see at the collegiate level, and we saw it a couple of years ago, Virginia, to me, was the team that proved this. Their defense was so good, they rode that defense to a national championship.
They rode that defense, and that offense, I really likened it to our Veer offense. They ground you and ground you and ground you until about 2 seconds on the shot clock, and then they'd get a great shot and most time make it.
Yep, you're right. They were very efficient.
Yeah, they frustrated the hound out of you.
But, man, could they play defense?
They could play some defense. And that Bennett guy, man, he don't get a lot of credit either, but he's a heck of a coach.
Outstanding coach. And I hope the ACC picks it up a little bit before the NCAA tournament. Outside jumper not going to fall for Noel. And the rebound by Rosman. Right now the ACC is struggling some, down a little bit.
Yeah, they're down a little bit. One of those teams that really don't bother me that they're down. They're a dark shade of blue, but my light shade of blue guys aren't faring much better, so can't say a whole lot.
You know what? They play tomorrow.
What?
They play tomorrow. I'm pretty sure.
Man, I won't be watching that. I've not watched that game live in probably 12 years. I can't take it.
That's a huge rivalry. Here's Cooper with a steal. Maroon Devils down the floor. Cooper goes down the right side, and Rosman forces him to go outside. Driving in, off the glass. Noel can't make it go. Isaiah trying to get the rebound inside, and now it's going to be Rosman with the ball. Now they've got a fast break opportunity, and they lay it up and in, and no good.
Oh, big rebound by Cooper.
Cooper went up and swapped it off. Here he comes down again. This game is fast-paced. Cooper's shot won't fall. Carson with a rebound. Flips it back over, wide open. Judea.
Boom! Knocks it down.
Big three. But yeah, there was a lot of talk about Duke losing to Miami coming into the North Carolina game very flat. So
yeah, but then Carolina went and played Clemson the other night and looked horrible.
Yep.
Scored 44 points.
So both teams not playing their best ball coming into this rival game. But I think a lot of college basketball is too many one and dones.
Too many one and dones. I agree wholeheartedly.
It kills the game. Outside jumper, and this time knocking it down is going to be
32.
Is that 22 or 32?
32.
32.
I don't have him on my roster. I didn't earlier.
I don't either. I don't have a 32.
Hang on, I'll find out.
Good shot though. As 4:16 to play, and we've got a timeout right here. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment on the Maroon Devils Network. Don't have all the information.
No.
I'd say it, but
Sorry about that for you Rosman folks if you're watching. We didn't have 32 on our roster, but that is Marley McCall with a big 2-point basket.
Yep.
So we'll get that right for you.
that's it. Good shot. Sometimes the rosters are made early in the season, and sometimes they change.
Yeah.
Oh, got a push-off foul down low here. Let's see who they're going to charge that on. And they're going to charge it on
Number 1 for Rosman.
and that's going to be Mason Bandauer. And it's going to be Maroon Devils ball inbounds from Cameron into Cooper. Or check that, Gavin Lanning also at the point right now. Cameron driving down the right side. Goes baseline to Carson. Carson in the lane. There's a running shot by Gavin Lanning. Good layup. That's just fundamental basketball.
Yeah, it is. That's one thing I really like about this boys team. I mean, they're very unselfish. They don't mind to find the open person, and they really do a good job getting it to them.
They do. Good passing team. Rosman out in front now. Back on the wing. Here comes McCall. Goes inside, and this shot no good. They put it back up. Cameron got caught with a foul over there as he fouls Luke Whitmire. But Whitmire's kind of a famous name in a lot of circles. I know the football stadium at Western Carolina named after E.J. Whitmire.
E.J. Whitmire. Is he from Rosman?
You know what? That's a good question. His last farm before he passed was over in Hayesville.
Yeah, he's from Rosman.
There you go. He's from Rosman.
So my buddy Packy Chapman over here, who works at Rosman and coaches over there, he overheard us, and E.J. Whitmire is from Rosman.
Hey, that doesn't surprise me. And he did a lot for a lot of people. He really did. Got a timeout on the floor. Mask timeout. 3:24 to play. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. EJ was a big benefactor at Western.
Yeah, the stadium's named after
Yep.
him.
Yep. Bad deal.
Wow.
He's
I think we're back.
fans, welcome back. 3:24 to play. Gary Ayers, Jeff Marr, and we appreciate people checking in. Now Jeff's got one of these space age wristwatches that can also have text on it. I'm not that technical, so I can't do that. But,
my dad calls it my Dick Tracy watch.
yeah, that's right. You need to be on Columbo or something, you know. But he can do text and keep score and broadcast all at the same time. I can't do that. I came from the old rotary dial telephone
Oh, I
era.
still remember those too.
Free throws good by Luke Whitmire. Luke is their leading scorer, averaging 12 points a game and 3 rebounds, and also a pretty good shooter from the floor at 45%.
That's his first point.
So been able to keep him kind of quiet tonight. Maroon Devils have pretty much led from the opening bell, 66-34 score here in the third quarter. Driving inside. How about that for hanging in the air by Noel Wolf?
Noel Wolf.
He hung in there until the guy dropped his hand, and then he put it up. Driving down the left side, kicking it back out. Good ball movement for Rosman, but the shot wouldn't fall for Luke Whitmire. And a whistle.
It's going to be a foul on Judea. Over the back. It's going to be his second, I believe.
But again, salute to Judea and Noel, our 2 seniors here on senior night for the boys. The girls are going to have their senior night on a different night here. Outside jumper.
Damn.
That's a Lawson Powell, only a sophomore. Maroon Devils, a lot of guys getting playing time tonight.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you're going to be able to get all the guys in, get them some good looks. And, of course, I'm looking down here, and, you know, we've got everybody in.
That's it. Everybody has played. Noah Wolf just ran over another nice layup, 70-37 outside jumper. This one not going to fall. Missing over there this time looks like Noah Miller. So now back down the floor. There's Judea, and he's going to be fouled on the way to the basket by Luke Whitmire.
I think Judea is definitely trying to make the most of his senior night, and I don't blame him. He's up to 24 points.
Yep, you only have one of those, don't you?
You only have one of them, man, and they come and go quick.
And as we mentioned, I hope our Maroon Devils can get one of those 2 playoff berths. As we mentioned, right now in the Smoky Mountain Conference, Hayesville with a commanding lead. They are 6-0. But listen to this. 4 teams, Swain, Murphy, Cherokee, and Robbinsville, are tied at 4-3. Andrews at 2-5, Rosman 0-7. And that free throw good. So there's going to be a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth for that second seed.
Yeah, it's going to be a frenzied finish, to say the least.
It is.
A lot of big ball games coming up with a lot of implications.
Boy, you said it. We've got Murphy coming in here next Tuesday night. But, of course, you got to win tonight. You can't take any game for granted. No. And then weather permitting and COVID permitting, we're scheduled to play tomorrow at Andrews, but that one's pretty iffy right now. And Andrews always scrappy.
Always scrappy. Coach Frank will have those guys ready to play.
You better believe it. So you don't take any game for granted. Here's another whistle down inside. This one's going to be on 22. Luke Whitmire again. But not a whole lot of team fouls here in the second half, Jeff. Looks like 3 and 2.
Oh, yeah. It's been a kind of clean game.
Yeah. Looks like Mr. Presley, one of the head refs out there, letting him play a little bit. And he comes by that honest. Outside jumper by Cameron Blankenship, no good. Rosman on the rebound. His dad and uncle were big referees, Clarence and Blaine Presley. Now, people my age will remember those guys. They were always refereeing basketball and football for years in the Smoky Mountain Conference.
Like kin to Elvis?
No, not unless he's from Cullowhee.
Okay, he may be.
Yeah, but they were from Presley Creek.
Wow.
And they were referees, and they used to call a lot of games with our late friend Doug Revis, as you know.
Doug Revis, yes.
Who refereed a lot of games. And they
I did not know that.
Yeah, they used to travel together. Matter of fact, they pulled a joke on me one day when we were first up here in the new stadium up on the hill. I was up there doing the PA for midgets and mites, driving inside Rosman, can't make it go. Ooh, hitting the floor. Taligro Walker. Boy, he took a spill. He's going to get up okay. But anyway, so Blaine Presley comes walk all the way up those steps, and I'm up there doing PA. And he says, hey, today is Doug and Judy's like 23rd wedding anniversary. I want you to wish a big happy anniversary. So I did. I said it 2 or 3 times that afternoon, you know, in the course of a couple of games. and then the next time I saw Doug, he said, that was not our anniversary.
That's pretty funny. That's
so
good.
Anyway, they got that one on me and Doug. So, but the Presleys were always doing something like
That's
that.
a good one.
They were a lot of fun. Outside jumper, long one is not going to
Holy
fall.
cow.
Boy, Taligwo hits the floor again. He's not afraid to go after it, is he?
No, he's not. 22 kind of postured over him there a little bit. That could almost been construed a toning foul.
Yep. You got to be careful with that. But every time they would see me broadcasting at a basketball game, because a lot of times I was down on the floor, Blaine and Clarence would come over and say, "Hey, you want to interview us at halftime? We're available. You want to interview us?"
Yeah.
They were just fun guys.
That's pretty good.
But they refereed a lot of games. And I know you can ask your dad and folks who were around at that time. They know him well. Outside, this three won't fall for Luke Whitmire. Down the floor, Gavin Lanning with the basketball. Under a minute to play now. In the third quarter, back on the right wing. Good move by Dylan Cochran.
Yes, it was. Dylan Cochran.
Man, a little shuffle his feet and nail that three.
That looked good.
One of our juniors on this team. As we mentioned, 9 juniors, 2 seniors. Down the left side, Rosman's Hayden Stewart tried to drive, but Gavin cut him off.
Down to 15 seconds.
Another big steal. Again, there's Dylan Cochran again. Big steal. He's going to get it on the fast break from the right side.
Oh, man.
It went halfway down and came out.
Yes, it did.
Well, Dylan tipped it away again. I tell you, this kid's all over the floor playing defense.
Man, he's coming in looking like Chris Corciani.
He is.
It's an old name.
That's an old name. You said it. Oh, boy.
Yep. Reaching across the line. I think that's a warning on 42.
Yep, can't do that. Got to give the guy with the ball trying to get it in bounds a little space. And this time Rosman knocks it out of bounds because Scotty McMahon wants a timeout. I think he wants to make sure his guys keep up the intensity here.
Yeah, let's see. We got 3 seconds left, so he's got some play that he's going to draw up. Let's critique Coach McMahon right here coming on this out of bounds play.
There you go. Well,
I say that because he's the guy that took over for me as offensive coordinator, so I've never really got to critique a coach, so I'm going to critique him right here. I'm going to act like those people that used to scream and holler at me all the time.
Oh, I'm telling you. I tell you, it's relentless, isn't it?
That comes with the territory. It definitely does not outweigh all the good times I had, I'll assure you that.
There's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we're going to have a stack. Carson down low, coming off a double screen, right back to Will for the shot.
Oh, good play. It just didn't drop.
I'll give Coach McMahon credit on that. That's a good little play.
Good play. And
there's a couple things I've done different. That's a good play. I'm just kidding.
Man, stay tuned. We're through 3 quarters here, and we'll be back in 1 minute right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. 1 quarter to go. Maroon Devils very much in control of this game with a 74-37 score. Basically, we have double the score on Rosman here if you do the math, and I'm no mathematician. Outside, Judea Littlejohn. This one coming up a little short.
Well, after the first quarter, I mean, it was 19-18.
It was very close.
And now, look, we have just totally ran away with it.
That second quarter was on fire. With Judea and Cooper Hyatt, they were just playing at a very high level in the second quarter.
Man. Those 2 guys have put on a nice show here tonight.
They really did. And a lot of big basketball left. As Will Jenkins is in right now, Judea driving right down the lane, and he lays it right up, and they have no answer.
That'll be 28 for Judea. 2 more getting to the 30 mark.
And that was just a smooth play.
Smooth play. You know, Judea's a good shooter, but I think a lot of times he's really at his best when he's driving to the basket because he can jump really well. He has good court vision, and he's a pretty good finisher.
He is.
Yeah.
And he has good body control.
Yes, he does.
Around the basket. Rosman with the ball in bounds. But don't forget, fans, Outside jumper, this one for three. Won't fall over there for Lawson Powell. And the big rebound by Noah Wolf, one of our two seniors. Remember, hopefully we'll play tomorrow, weather permitting and COVID permitting. A big question mark there. Noel driving in, shot won't go out of bounds. But next Tuesday, we've got Murphy coming in here again, weather permitting, Tuesday night. Next week, we got some yucky weather that our football players have to deal with. But next Tuesday, Murphy right here at Swain High. That's going to be a big one.
Right here at Swain High.
Big game. Then the last game of the regular season, if it goes as scheduled, and that's always an if with COVID, is we're going to be wrapping up the season with Hayesville, the league leader here at Swain County High School. And that's, of course, in the boys' standings. Driving down the right side, nice layup with the right hand there.
Is that number 3?
And that's number 3, Hayden Stewart, their senior guard. Noel kicks it back outside now to Gavin. His 3 just won't drop for him. And the rebound down low by Rosman, 6:15 to play. Then we've got another big conference game at Robbinsville a little bit later. That's another team we share second place with in the boys' standings. So there's some really big games coming up.
Big games coming up. Yes, there are.
But as any coach will tell you, I know you'll say the same thing. None's bigger than this game right here.
This game right here. You know, I feel like we've probably got this one well in hand. I mean, something really ridiculous would have to happen. So we're going into Tuesday on a good night, on a good light, and Coach brings the seniors out right there, Judea and Noel. Everyone gives them a well-deserved hand for their play tonight. That's
the way to go.
And their careers. I mean, those guys have done a lot here, so
they really have.
Kudos to those two.
Good kids and good players. And that's what makes a good team. Cameron Blankenship back in. Taligwo Walker back in. I'll tell you, Taligwo's had a couple of spills. He's been all over the floor getting after balls.
Yes, he has, getting after it.
Dylan Cochran's shot won't drop, but a foul on the rebound. And it's going to be on Andrew Stamey, number 30. So Rosman, 16 fouls, 3 now for the Maroon Devils. Will have the ball inbounds. Not shooting yet. Inbounds to Will Jenkins, also getting some playing time.
Knock one down, William. Get in there, ball. Hey!
There it goes. Boy, you call that one, Jeff.
Looky there.
Got a good roll and good shot. That made Will happy.
Yes, it did.
Matter of fact, if that was a 3, that's his first 3 of the year.
It was a 3.
That was a big 3. So that's his first one. Here comes a steal. Taligwo down the left side. He gives it back. Oh, got a little tip away by Rosman on defense. So they come up with a turnover.
Will, he looked like a young Larry Bird out of the corner of that 33.
He did.
Yeah.
Now that's the number. Well, I tell you, Larry Bird's one of the greatest players in basketball history.
He was ridiculous. I watched a film or a little video of him the other day, and it was nothing of him just passing the ball. No shots made or anything. He was so underrated as a passer, it wasn't even funny. Oh my lands.
He had a great basketball mind.
Yeah, he did.
And I got to watch, there's Cameron Blankenship cutting loose a 3. This one won't go. I got to watch him play Magic Johnson. Oh, there's a good work by Will Jenkins.
Yes, sir.
As he got tied up with Luke Whitmire. Neither guy wanted to turn it loose. And it's going to be a technical on Luke Whitmire.
Well, he almost got one a minute ago when he taunted our guy here laying on the floor. So.
Yep. And so this time got a little bit heated, but so it's going to be Will Jenkins at the line shooting after that tee.
Speaking of Will, he's our own Aaron Jenkins' brother. If you guys remember Aaron, man, she's big into the network, into broadcasting. I even think that may be what she went to school for. Is that right?
I think she's down at Carolina right now at Chapel Hill, if that's right. If that's the person, because she did some stuff for us on the Maroon Devils Network.
Oh, yeah.
And I know one of our former Maroon Devil Network folks is at Chapel Hill working with some Carolina people.
It's her. She's with the Carolina Sports Network now.
That's from Toby Burrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, we can't. He watches us like a hawk.
That's it. Yeah. And I tried to look her up when we were down there playing in football last fall, but she was not available that day when we played down there. But I was so proud of the Smoky Mountain Conference, Jeff. As going inside, it's going to be Dylan Cochran back over now to Carson Taylor. Outside, Taligwo cuts loose a 3, won't fall. But the Smoky Mountain Conference, at the same time, we had 3 players playing in that game between Western Carolina and the Tar Heels.
2 Murphy guys and Nolan.
One from Murphy, one from Cherokee, and Nolan Brown.
Well, there was another one. Chapel Hill has another kid from Murphy that's a walk-on lineman like Nolan was.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So they've got 4. Of course.
I think it's the Choate kid, Hunter Choate.
Okay, Hunter Choate. Okay. Of course, Western had 2 kids in on defense from Murphy and Cherokee.
Micah Nelson.
Yep. And
the big defensive lineman.
now we got a linebacker.
Yeah.
He was a linebacker.
Oh.
And of course, Nolan was over there playing offensive line for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, that was cool.
So it was good to see some Mountain boys playing college football.
Absolutely. Love it.
At the same time.
You know, you get into these rivalries big time in the SMC, and there's a lot of schools that, you know, you claim you dislike. But, I mean, when it gets to something like that and you've got people representing your conference playing college athletics of any kind, you pull for them like crazy.
You better believe it. You better believe it. I'm so proud of those boys. They're playing, they're living their dream, playing some big-time college football. And the way Carolina was playing this year, they were big-time. Going all the way down the other side, Maroon Devils can't make it go, but good hustle by Walker to get the ball back over to Dylan Cochran. Oh, we turn it over. And we got a timeout over here by Rosman with a traveling call.
I thought he called a timeout, too.
Oh, they're going to let the clock roll. And that's what he's calling.
Oh, we're up by 40.
40-minute rule. I'm at 40-point rule. 40-minute rule. That's one thing that is different in college basketball. You know, in high school you got quarters, and the NBA you got quarters. But the college basketball is still playing 2 20-minute halves.
Yep. Lay now.
Yeah.
That's the kid from Western.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it was just good to see. Like I say, Western had 2 guys on defense from the Smoky Mountain Conference, and Nolan Brown from Swain playing for the Tar Heels. And he's also still wrestling down there.
Yeah, he is, man. He fell into a great spot down there. I'm proud of Nolan.
No doubt.
He's a hard worker, and being able to pull off football and wrestling, people don't. If you've never been a part of college athletics, you just don't understand what it's like to do one sport. And that he's pulling off 2 is just unbelievable.
It is. It's hard to believe.
Dylan Cochran.
Good work by Dylan Cochran on the offensive board, putting it up and in. Under a minute to play now. But it is good to see our kids go on to do bigger and better
things. We've got Connor Hyatt over at Carson Newman.
That's right.
Yep. I'm trying to think of other people who are playing places right now. We're very well represented.
Like Aaron Jenkins down at
Jenkins down there
with the broadcasting crew.
We've got Jenna going to Lenore Ryan next year, Natalie going to Louisville next year. So
yes.
A lot of good things happening, man.
Hey, the future is bright. And I know Erin has done some stuff because the ACC has her own network. So she's been a part of some of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
she's gunning for your job.
Hey, that's it. She's a lot better looking than I am. See, she's on TV. I'm not photogenic.
Oh, we'll work on that for next week. Hey, that's a new camera idea. We've got to get Gary on camera.
No, that's okay. I have a face made for radio, brother. Final score: Swain County 84, Rosman 41. Jeff, it's always so much fun to do these games and to hear people commenting on what we're doing. And sometimes we get a little crazy, but I think they know we love these Maroon Devils.
We love the Maroon Devil athletics. That's right.
And so don't forget, fans, tomorrow we're going to be, weather permitting, COVID permitting, JV game starts at 5 tomorrow at Andrews.
Yep.
Watch your social media. And then if we don't play tomorrow, we're going to be right back here Tuesday night hosting Murphy.
Hosting the Bulldogs.
Boy, I'd rather beat them than eat a steak.
Yep.
I'll just tell it like it is.
Oh, look here. Hey, he heard me.
Hey,
yes, sir. There's Gary.
My man. That camera just fell all to pieces. It'll never be the same. Thanks, Kip Maxey and Joe Holt. Outstanding work with this dual camera. Will join us next time on the Maroon Devils Network. So long, everybody.